I love how you guys are coordinated.
Yeah, we had to.
And behind, I put in the yellow light as well. That wasn't by
that's
accident.
not a
That was just purpose because I knew you guys were going to come here with some sunshine for the podcast, providing some
This is lovely.
light humor and entertainment. Because we had Dobby before,
Yeah.
and then I felt like we didn't like get the jokes there in our interview. So hopefully we could get like a lot more fun on this one.
I know. It was a different vibe too.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
and the pressure of like,
200s.
it was 200. It wasn't the 200. I think it was like 225. We just had a markets going on.
Good milestone.
But it was like pressure because people were watching us.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference between podcasting in front of just like one person and two cameras.
Shout out to
compared to podcasting in front of an audience. It's completely different, right?
It's because we're always trying to make something funny. We're always trying to make a point and entertain the audience rather than actually having a conversation with the people on the podcast.
Yeah. So like when I say a joke, like when there's an audience, I'm like,
Like, what do you think?
Did it land in the audience, or were you just...
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But, you know, either way.
Were there crickets? Were you like, oh,
nah, never crickets.
Hey.
Never crickets.
And then when there were, you just say the same joke again.
That's it. That's the Filipino way, bro.
I say again.
I'll say it again.
I say again.
I say again.
My dad does that a lot, bro. Like if he would say a joke amongst like, there's like 10 of us, and then we all hear it, but it's not funny, but then he thinks that we don't hear it, and he would like lean in and he would repeat it again, and then we're like,
That's my Uncle Joseph, and he has like the craziest smile. He's just snickering. He's like,
it's a good one, eh? It's a good one.
He starts tapping you on the shoulder.
like,
And the horse is pregnant. Get it?
Get it?
The horse is pregnant.
Kabayang buntis.
Kabayang buntis.
But like, yeah, so thank you for joining the show. We are blessed with your presence, and
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
No worries.
Special guests on the show.
Well, let's start. Since we're here and this energy, let's start the show. Yo. Welcome to another episode of the Cheatcoders podcast. My name is Raph. This is episode number 253, and I am here with my usual suspects of Don doing stuff with a huge water bottle because he wants to make you wet, make you sweat with the water.
It's not even water. What's in that?
Stay hydrated, kids.
I know. What type of people are you killing for that?
It's just
guava juice.
It's just
Whose
water.
soul did you sacrifice?
It's
bro?
water and vitamins.
It's raw dinner one.
It's raw dinner.
That's what it looks like. That's not cooked.
It's pig
just
sweat.
It's just vinegar. It's like chilies. Emulsified in vinegar. That's what it is.
Oh my god,
bro, Mr. Vinegar right here, and when we also got Mr. Garcia with some water as well,
because he wants to make you wet.
Because they want to make you wet. And it's a special episode because we got some special guests.
Special.
They are here from the 4E Sydney event. You know what 4E reminds me of? It reminds me of primary school.
Oh, true.
You know? What class are you from? I'm from 4E.
I'm in 2 classes in session.
2 classes in session. We got Dobby, we got Diola, we got MC Trey. Hey. 4E Sydney coming at you. It's Sydney.
I thought when you said like it reminds you of primary school is because how I used to pronounce 40 when I was a child.
40.
Yeah, I'd be like 40. How many? 40, mum. 40.
And if you're from London, you still say the same thing.
39, 37, 38, 39, 40.
40 Sydney.
And then
13, 30, 32.
13, 30,
with an
30.
F.
And then when you were 12, you grew out of your British accent.
Yeah, I know.
41, 42.
Bro, were you talking about Lubomil?
Yeah.
Bro, when I
They'll
was a
come to you,
kid,
bro.
that number was ingrained in my head. That the first number that I ever dialed was
Lubmobile.
It just look.
What's
look,
the mobile
number?
mechanic?
13, 30, 32.
No, but you got to say 13, 30, 32.
32.
it just goes to show that like music in anything
Will hypnotize
will
you.
hypnotize you. It's like
Yeah.
repetition.
Yeah.
1-300-655.
Like I wish,
Reading,
like,
writing,
Double.
hotline.
but when I had that, I was like, I wish that I couldn't read, so that I could actually had a reason to call the number.
Yeah.
It was for the reading writing hotline, guys. If you didn't know.
It also was Pizza Hut back in the day. I don't know if it's the
Pizza,
same
what's
number.
the Pizza Hut
Nine,
one?
one,
Double one.
Pizza Hut
Delivery.
delivery.
There you
All these
That's
people and they ain't
good.
paying us. All these companies.
This is not
you're
sponsored.
welcome.
go. Free marketing, free advertising for all of you.
They're all
brands.
gonna get these like calls from the Philippines for our audience.
Do you ship to Manila?
I want some pizza. Do you have pizza for fun?
Someone's car breaks down in the middle of Manila. They're like calling
Lubmobile?
Is this
You said
13?
you're where?
Sydney?
Sydney, Australia. Sydney.
No, close.
Can you come here to Belete Drive?
Oh, fuck that.
Where is EDSA? What?
Bro, there's a dude in Edsay going, man, they'll be here in a minute now.
And that was
We're just boarding.
10 years ago. Well, yeah, so let's talk about the event, 4E Sydney. So, like, what is the event about and who should be there, be attending? Who needs to attend this event?
Who needs to attend? Well, it's a hip hop event.
Hey.
November 23rd and 24th is the conference. Blacktown Arts Centre, Durraglands. 9 years since 4E's been running by. Shout out to Viv, she's there.
Hey.
And so we've got the conference 23rd and 24th and the festival, free all ages, taking over Blacktown. Imagine
Hey.
Main Street.
Oh, the
you
whole
know,
street.
The whole street of Main
Hey.
Street and then Warwick Lane, setting up the stages like
Yeah.
Blacktown takeover.
Love
So
it.
people that are into hip hop, you know, all ages, families, artists, creatives, people that are scared to come to the West, you can come. It'll be safe. We got your back.
We'll protect you.
We'll be all right.
These guys will protect you. That's actually why we're here.
Ralph's like, screw that. It's not me.
I'm too busy enjoying the concert to protect anyone, but you'll be safe.
For
Yeah, it will
context,
be.
We got sleeveless guy over here, bro. You're safe.
Sleeveless guy showing his guns.
That's it, bro.
for context, for what if people don't know what 4E stands for, correct me if I'm wrong. It's for the 4 elements of hip hop.
That's
Hey.
right. That's right.
Oh, I've heard Razel talk about this.
4 elements.
Oh, where is that?
That's the seasons.
No,
Yeah.
that's a voice to men saying 4E.
Yeah.
But I had the chance to attend last year's event, and it really is like an event for the family, right? Because it's not just for hip hop lovers. There was families that were. I remember kids were being taught like drawing and stuff, and it really, you've got everything, like something for everybody. Like whether you're into art, whether into dance, just there to enjoy music. There's good food on the site. Like I reckon, I don't know, anyone that's got access to Blacktown, like, get down.
Yeah,
It's
everyone
so
is
good.
Don't be
Everyone's
scared,
got
bro.
access to
Like,
Blacktown.
yeah,
And
exactly.
that's
The train
everyone's
station
got it.
right
It's the
there.
culture as well, like having, like you said, like the art is there, and like obviously graffiti is a massive part of hip hop culture, and you've also got like the breakdancing aspect and competition of it. You know, everyone's breakdancing, and then of course the performances as well as DJs like scratching it up. So it's like there's not many chances that you actually get to see these days all of hip hop in the one building,
One place.
in the one place, and it's right here in Blacktown. You know, like
Right.
that's special.
And I'm sure that if you go to the breakdancing section, you'll see some future Olympians.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because of next
yeah.
year, breakdancing is a sport
Yeah.
in the Olympics. So.
we might
Yeah,
see some
totally.
future. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's it.
Yeah.
And like I reckon, if you want to try and this whole breakdance thing before the bandwagon happens, try it
It's
now.
about time.
It's about time.
It's
Go
about
check out
time.
4A. Look at the breakdancers. Be like, yeah, man, I could spin on the ground like that, and just do your thing.
We got to get some medals organized, Viv, for the competitions. We could, yeah.
But it's all sorted. It's sorted already.
If you don't have medals, just give them Pulveron. Goldilocks. And there you go.
I would much
Well,
rather
there's
that.
cash
There's
prizes.
people who are
Yeah,
allergic to
there's
that. That's
cash.
another thing. He can't have that. There's-
No, I can.
Oh, can you?
No, just not the one with peanut. But I can have
Okay,
the.
true,
What is it? Penny
true.
Pig Pulveron.
Ooh,
The rice.
that was-
Yeah,
The one
okay.
with rice. I can have that. And ube.
Trey was saying that there's cash prizes.
Yes, for the top breakdancers. So there'll be battles. So I think there's, a couple of grand that people can win.
Last year's the winners were from Brisbane, I think. So flew all the way down.
Wow.
It was well worth it because they won cash money. I mean,
Do they have to register beforehand, or can they rock up and register?
Register when they get there.
Yep.
Oh, so you can just walk up.
Easy.
All right, if you think you can serve someone on the stage, ooh.
we've got to have a Mr. Rad with a hat. He's got the money and stuff.
Amongst you three, though,
Yeah.
who's the breakdancer?
I was friends with a lot of breakdancers, but
Yeah, we were. Our mates. We ran in circles that were breakdancers.
But
and
never,
stuff.
like...
I tried. I wasn't very good.
What about crumping?
I break hearts.
I tried, but it wasn't very good. I break legs.
Vous voulez coucher avec moi ce soir.
I break wind, bro.
You win.
You definitely
I
won't.
can break up a crowd with my...
So I was asking you for a windmill. I was like, I'll show you a windmill, bro. I will show you
I'll
a
blow you
windmill.
away with this windmill.
They're like disqualified.
It's like fat man poops. Literally, fat man poops. Crooked man.
If you got some toilet paper, put your hands in there.
if you got Sorbeline, put your hands up. Sorbeline's a lotion, my bad. But
What are you thinking about?
thinking of Sorbin. Oh, no more
Sorbin.
brands.
Sorbin.
All right, this is the part. This is the part of the show. We're gonna cut out all
This
the
is not a
brand talk.
paid sponsor.
This is not paid sponsor. All right?
111.
Last number. But like, what else can we find out in 4E? I want to kind of dwell into the conference style of the conference part of the event. So, what do people expect if they were to go to the conference on the first 2
Trey.
days?
2 days. Well, basically, we've got, industry leaders, we've got creatives, we've got people that have organizations and businesses in the music industry talking about, what they do. So if you're an artist and you want to learn, you want to network, you want to connect, you want to develop your craft, come down, be in the room. Like, this is a rare opportunity, 2 days where you'll have, all these players in the space. And you'll be able to learn and connect, to help with your craft. But also, hip hop's like massive. So for those that are working in these spaces, promoting or want to engage with audiences, come down and see what the people are making and creating, so great opportunity for that. And I'm excited about, we've got visitors coming from the Asia Pacific region.
Hell yeah.
Is this the
that's
first time
great.
you're getting overseas visitors on 4E or
Speakers for the
Speakers?
conference.
Probably in this large number. They've definitely been internationals before.
Oh, yeah, they have.
But
Yeah, of course.
this, I think, will be the first year that it's expanded.
Yeah.
And I think so for anyone who actually wants to come into the conference and check it out, you get to learn so much about the industry. Mostly ideate with people. So if you want to talk about my fucking... Oh, can I swear?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck.
Fuck yeah.
This is for the next 40 minutes.
We unleashed open Pandora's box.
I know. I was the first one as well. I was trying so hard not to swear. Sorry, mommy.
Sorry, tita. Sorry.
Sorry, Lola.
I wasn't doing it on purpose, but I wasn't trying to swear. And then she's like, oh, yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
No, but it's a great space to just link in with people and talk about the culture.
Yeah.
But not only that, it's just to make friends. There's a big thing about community building at the moment. I see that with what you guys have done for this particular podcast. I do the creepiest shit when I'm sending you like random messages going, fuck, that was funny, haha. It's nothing constructive. I will send you guys. I mean, just if you have a look at our random threads.
And there's like a little thumbs up of it.
Or it's in comments. Maybe it's comments, but I'm just like that creeper.
I just like to think it's the same message every time. Fuck, that was funny, haha. Like every time.
She was about to type it again. Like, oh, I said that 3 months ago.
Damn it, I
Fuck, this
keep-
was hilarious. Send.
But for context, anybody that wants to send us DMs and say things are funny, we absolutely appreciate that. And the same thing goes for you, Diola. we appreciate like
It's not constructive at all. I'm
It
just
doesn't
like,
matter. It's fun.
And then I'll send it to like all my cousins, all my bin sons, and then I'll send it to them.
Yeah, we share cheat
I
coders
love it,
stuff
love
back
it.
and forth all the time.
Are you gonna share this one and be like, because you're on it? You'll be like,
Yeah.
we're funny.
so funny.
That chick you had on the podcast, she's hilarious. And I'll be like, thumbs up.
I want to send this to my dad.
Yeah.
And then see what he says and ask him for critique. 'Cause he'll be like,
Wait, hang on.
Wait, just for like,
Critique is like
just like watch the whole thing, Dad. And he will be like, I go more.
It'll be had nothing to do with the content. It'll be had nothing to do with what's on the interview.
Can we take a couple steps back?
Yeah.
Do you usually send your dad stuff to critique for you?
No.
Okay. So you just random. Hey, Dad, watch this.
Check it out.
For no particular reason.
And I
Check
do
out.
it
These guys are
that way.
Filipino.
you're here. You're in the video.
Yeah, spinning is on the camera.
I made it, Mom. Dad, look at this.
No, I definitely want to because they'll be so confused because there's so much pop culture reference. They'll be like, anong Razel? Anong yan?
Why are they talking about Lubreville?
Who's Russell? Is that
Good
Tito Baby's
service,
son?
Russell.
That is your auntie's.
Which boys? Two men.
Russell is.
Why are they talking about her? Is she pregnant?
The horse.
The horse.
The horse.
The horse is pregnant.
Chismes.
So much chismis. Like, yeah, but anyway.
Dude, that's funny. But yeah, so the conference part of the 4E for the 4E event, there's going to be, I guess, speakers and there's going to be like
panels and
panels
is there
and
going to be
things like
debates or anything like that, or more so just
More
That's
panels.
interesting.
more panels?
Actually.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
But it's always like really pressing conversations. Like every year we've had the panels that kind of are relevant, and we talk about hip hop in the face of what it's like in society, where Easter show would kind of ban it, and there's still this like running, what I mean? Like there's still this running stigma around what hip hop is, and we talk about equity and equality across all forms as told through hip hop. Like so there's definitely a lot of really good conversation. Mental health as well. Like big stuff.
I think the thing that people don't realize, and there is a stigma to hip hop, or like and that is that it's almost like a mentality, or it's like a way of life. I heard somebody say to me that because of hip hop, there's this a mentality that's what's the phrase? Each one teach one.
Yeah.
KRS.
And it's like if you kind of abide by that, it's just like cool. You learn how to do something in hip hop, then you pass that on to the next person. And you're just furthering the culture, and you're furthering the knowledge out there.
Yeah.
And that came from hip hop. That's not just people doing whatever. It's not meant to be a bad thing. It's not meant to be a negative thing.
It's such a shame, because this is like something that's happened very publicly with America like 30 years ago.
Yep.
And it's, you know what I mean? Like we're so far behind. Like, come on, bro. Like we've seen it already.
People say, no, go on.
Look how nice we are. No. I was just going to say that it's still like, I think hip hop across the board globally is still being weaponized and used to galvanize communities and make people think and pit people against each other, communities against each other, like particularly here with the whole, look, I don't know the ins and outs of the 1-4 situation, which you probably can speak about maybe without getting legally in trouble. But
I've got lawyers on standby.
But this is how she rolls, mate. She's like,
I've got one, but he's shit. He tells me to say whatever. Hey, fuck, bro. But I didn't pay him anything, so I'm getting my money's worth.
You say whatever, just make sure you record it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Who's the lawyer? I need one. Oh, damn it.
He's always eating snacks during the sessions. He's like, he doesn't give a shit.
He's dodgy, bro.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have a license.
Yeah.
doesn't even have a license. He just came up to you on the
How
street.
did you
yeah.
find this lawyer, brother?
I'm pretty sure he's like homeless, bro.
He's like, you graduated from the bar, yeah? Yeah, I just came from the bar, yeah.
I've watched enough Law and Order.
Yeah.
I think I could do this. You know, pretty good.
He's like
I've
crazy
seen
dude.
Judge Judy. It's all right.
Go to the bar all the time.
It's like, how long have you been a lawyer? Like season 6, season 7. SVU, you know.
Just as long as Detective Stabler, you know. But with the 4E event, is there like who can they expect to be there in part of the panels and stuff? Anyone that you want to shout out or?
Yeah,
Well, we've got Fluent and Incubi. So you may have seen them at South by Southwest. So Chance the rapper kind of introduced their last show that they did as part of South by Southwest. So father and son duo. So they'll be
Okay, yeah,
talking
They're
about their
incredible.
experience through hip hop and the impact that they have, you know, amazing First Nations artists. And I just love that, like the generational
Yeah.
stuff that's
Yeah.
happening,
Yeah.
right? Because
how old is
like
he?
50 years
They
old.
each one teach
hip-hop-
the kid.
I think he's in grade 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in grade 6. Can you
Right.
imagine going back to school and being like, I'm
I
a
met-
really deadly rapper? Like,
And I met Chance the rapper, and everyone's like,
everyone like
no,
met
you
Chance
didn't.
the
Like,
rapper, and they're like, we're still learning about the letter A. You know, like I don't know.
I think I saw a video of him and his dad performing at the Lansdowne or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were rocking the crowd.
Yeah, I think I saw a video with like Chance the Rapper just at the side,
Yeah,
just,
just
like
yeah, that was,
rising.
that was the Lord Gladstone.
Lord Gladstone, there you go.
Yeah. But how crazy, right? Like I
Yeah.
was like, it's
At
just
that
amazing to
age?
see.
Far out, man.
Bro, he probably went
How
from
old is-
6E to 4E. Yeah.
How,
He
how-
was in grade 6. He was probably in
how old
6E.
is he now? How old is he right now?
Grade
What-
6.
what's grade
How
He's
old
six?
is
probably like
He's in
12 or
4E.
something, right?
He's in 4.
No, he's
Easy
like
for you.
11, 10, 11. That's because I remember when I was in year 7, I was 12. So
Yeah.
probably about
Yeah, he's
11,
in,
12.
he's definitely year 6 for sure. Like he's
Yeah.
still in primary school, which is crazy.
Far out, mate.
Could you imagine that as an experience for an 11-year-old rocking the whole crowd? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
what were
your
you doing
life-
when you were 6, hey?
I can't say.
I was trying to sketch.
I'm not allowed to say.
I was trying to draw
Not
In
to
year
s-
6?
He's like, my lawyer told me not to say anything.
Yeah,
except everything.
because spent a lot of time in my room. I'm cleaning my room, Mom, I swear.
On year 6, bro, that's crazy. Yo.
Oh man, you were
2 hours.
You're a wild year 6.
You are-
You're a wild.
You were a wild
You're
10-year-old.
early bloomer. That's what they call it.
Wild 10-year-old. I was trying
He
to
was
sketch.
like, I definitely was early blooming.
I was trying to draw the Ninja Turtles. That's all I was
That's what the
doing.
water bottle was for.
Trying to stay hydrated. Hang on. I'll be-
But yeah, being 6 and like,
Oh.
what the heck?
Oh no, one's left. What?
He went to find I have no idea. But anyway, being in year 6, then he would have to compete with Drake's kid. Have you seen him rap?
Oh wait, no,
Yeah,
I
Drake-
saw
Drake-
this online, but I didn't see it.
I've seen the
is
video
it-
with
I
his
haven't
in
seen
it.
the kid. Is-
There's a full music video of
But
Drake's
is he-
son.
is he rapping in it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's full rapping, but it's not the greatest of raps. But
What's his
you know,
What's his name? My bed.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
only love my bed and my mom.
Yeah, I only love my bed
And my
and my
mom.
mom. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "You love your bed? Like, why would you rap about loving your bed?"
Yeah.
and everyone's like, "Yeah, because."
I mean, I kind of get that.
I get that as
I
well.
love my bed. Yeah. I love my bed.
You're like,
so. And then after 2 years, it's like, oh, this guy's a genius.
He named his son after his bed.
Why didn't I think of that?
That's so genius.
He planned this out the whole
He's like,
time.
what are you going to call the kid? You're like, I'm going to call you my bed.
I want to call my kids 40 winks.
Yeah.
This is not a paid sponsorship, I promise.
Yeah, so like, he doesn't have to talk about the birds and the bees and stuff because like if
Yeah.
in my bed be like,
Yeah.
where did babies come from? Like my bed, you know,
It comes
He's like-
from
comes
my bed.
from your name.
That
man.
makes sense.
Comes from your name. It's in your name.
it's from your name.
And it's like, oh, that's so philosophical.
Yeah. So
So it's the father and son duo that's going to be there at the event. And
Also,
then-
Ruby Ibarra.
Yes.
See?
super exciting.
Were you guys just waiting to? You guys could have seen it. You're like,
You're like, when are we going to bring it?
Well, let's talk about Ruby.
Look at him swinging his legs like an excited child. He's like, Ruby!
You know, I've been listening to Ruby non-stop now.
And you guys are doing an interview with Ruby, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. So thank you, Fori, for allowing us to showcase our talents on the stage with the one and only Ruby Ibarra.
So special.
And hopefully she knows about us. Because if she comes in and be like, God, who are these guys?
Who are these
guys?
Oh, man, she's about to know. No, it's going to be
She's
great.
on, yeah.
Well, didn't you say that your listenership's across the states for the most part, right? Like you were saying like 60% is like the states.
Yeah.
From California.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
Cali.
well, San Fran, right? Like you'd have
Yeah.
some,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's where Ruby lives,
That's
right?
so wild.
So like I'm secretly like nervous about the interview, but we'll find out.
It's not a
be
secret
great.
anymore,
It's
man.
not a secret anymore. It's like
Cut.
everyone knows now. Oh shit.
Pause.
You just say the right things.
I shouldn't have said that.
It'll be fun.
She
It'll be
might
fun.
diss me on the track.
Definitely.
That'll be gold, bro.
I know, hey,
Just starts
Cheatcoders.
dissing you and shit.
Cheatcoders, I'ma punch him in the street corner. Oh shit.
Damn.
Bars.
We are.
Sorry, Ruby. Sorry.
You could call me Ruby Ibarra.
Ibarra.
Ruby Ibarra because I borrow bars. My bad. Anyway, so back to 4E.
Yes.
So Ruby's going to be speaking?
Yes.
They're going to be
So that'll
speaking.
be Thursday.
Yep.
And you guys will be interviewing. But we've, hip hop's turned 50 this year, so we're going back to like old school, like some of the early pioneers of Australian hip hop,
Yeah.
talking about the early days, looking at past and then artists that are doing stuff today. And then we've got a panel about the future of hip hop and the evolution. So, touching on the Olympics, which you spoke about, and, the different, I guess, areas and domains that hip hop has taken over, So exciting stuff. We're talking about the media and how things have changed. So, you guys have to come along for that
Hopefully.
and have a chat.
When you're talking about the future of hip hop, do you reckon there's a shot that rap battling could be an Olympic sport?
I would love that. When you
I
mentioned
think so.
Rizal, Jesus, Razel. I was at Rizal.
Brazil? That's your cousin, bro.
Bro, that's my sister's name, for real. I tell you so.
Razel. But nah, he beatboxes, so I will just.
Even that, like making
yeah.
beatboxing a sport.
Yeah.
It's
Now it
Yeah.
becomes,
These
right?
are old, like they have the rap Olympics. Like it's just, I reckon it's a matter of time for sure.
That'd be so dope.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you imagine? Have you know Tom Thumb?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I recently saw this thing on Instagram last night of him just beatboxing with an orchestra.
Yeah, he's so dope.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah. And he's been doing that for a while as well, like with the Sydney Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah, true.
You've been like, it's amazing, right? Like just so
Yeah.
incredible. Did you see this thing about, this is a while ago when they made the movie Dune? So Tom Thumb, he's a mad beatboxer. They literally designed the sandworm from Dune on Tom Thumb's vocal cords, like his throat.
what do you mean?
They
The
film-
sandworms.
Yeah, the
like
sand.
the
Have you
sound.
seen the movie Dune, where the massive sandworm comes in and it's like, "Rah," and it's like got a big like teeth and crazy. Like
I've only
it's a-
seen the
it's a
Filipino
monster.
version.
So Tom has teeth in his
Have you seen the Filipino
What's the
version?
Filipino version?
It's done.
Dune. It's done.
It's done.
Don.
It shot that done side.
You had to.
I had to, bro.
So where they recorded voice and then
They filmed his
created
voice.
the monster?
They filmed the inside of his voice, and it looks like a monster. And they were like, "That's the monster for Dune."
What do you mean they filmed on the inside of the? Well, like they got a camera.
Put a camera
Yeah, they put a
down there.
camera down his freaking throat. And,
Who's like-
and he was like,
His vocal cords.
and like he was
Oh,
beatboxing
no, I saw that. Yeah,
to
yeah,
show
yeah.
his like what happens to
With
the
your
back of
vocal
his
cords.
throat when he's.
Yeah.
That's why I was dancing when I was watching Dune. I was like, be sick. I was like, wow.
Everyone's like,
The monster's like, and I'm like, I'm there going, hey.
What's this?
Oh, yeah. I'm not the dancer in this group, all right? It's this guy. This guy can dance. I can't dance. I just swing my arms around. That's what I do.
that's fucking great.
It's crazy. So the worm is beatboxing.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a beatboxing worm.
There's a scene of people dying, you're like just bobbing your head like this.
He's about to be eaten. It's like, if your mother only knew.
Oh my god!
I'm going to eat you and sing and
At the
beatbox
same
at the same time.
That unlocked a memory for me. I remember when my cousin Kuya Abon showed me that video for the first time, and I used to play it. I had it saved on my Xbox, so I would play that on my Xbox while playing.
Dune.
Doom.
You were playing Doom.
I was playing Doom.
Hey.
Yes. Yeah, high school,
And
man.
Counter Strike.
Yeah, nope.
Oh,
Nope.
but Doom.
Yeah. What about this one?
I prefer to shoot aliens.
No.
No, not that one. Halo. No.
No.
We only had like a Hewlett Packard PC, and so we'd all have to take turns. My sisters and I. Older one, I'm in the middle. I had a younger one. Well, I had. She's still alive.
Jesus.
No, she's not young anymore. She's a fucking adult now. But
She exists, everyone.
she exists.
If your mother only knew.
Yeah, my mom would be like, "What the?"
Your dad's gonna have a field day watching this, bro.
Why did
you say that?
What do you mean?
Is this you on the video?
But Doom was like the most funnest fucking game
Yeah.
as a kid, where all you had was this massive
It's a
rifle.
square gun.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Going into like dungeons.
Shooting aliens and shit.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know which version you guys played though, but
Yeah.
initially it was like a version of you shooting Nazis.
Was there?
You ever seen
Oh,
that?
that's
really?
Wolfenstein.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
but then they
that's
had to change
Wolfenstein.
that to
Yeah, we played that
aliens,
as well.
right?
Yeah.
Wait, they had to change it?
Yeah, because
Wow.
it was like complaints and
Wow.
stuff.
Oh, from the
Like-
Nazis.
Well, yeah. The Nazis were like, oh, this seems a bit unfair. He paints us in a, shitty lights.
Negative
In a
light.
bad light. If only they were aliens.
Let's watch Inglourious
Oh, wow.
Bastards.
Yeah, totally.
And then aliens watching, they were like,
Oh, no.
I don't know if that's.
The aliens complain.
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
fair.
man.
It's not fair on us.
Doesn't even
No
look like
idea
us.
they did that with Wolfenstein. Is that what's the game?
Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah, I remember that.
Far out. I had no idea. I
Yeah.
remember playing that game as well. And what other games on PC?
Sims.
Shit.
Sims?
Yeah, I played Sims.
Sims.
Oh, Sims, bro. Yeah.
I could
I always
never-
made my own drown, bro.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
city would always go on fire.
Why did you
and-
make yours drown?
Because they
Oh, you
couldn't
make your
find,
Sims
when you make a pool,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
you put them in the pool, and then you take off the stairs.
And
Yeah.
then, but it's funny because they all walk around and they go, and then they go to the, and then they go back to the same place, like, damn, still the same.
Where's the?
Y'all are sadistic, bro.
Yeah. That's why AI doesn't like us that much, That's why when the AI starts to be more advanced, is remember the time
Yeah.
you made me drown in that pool that didn't exist anymore.
They keep receipts.
It's still
For
there.
all the
It's-
times they died in
That's
the
why
Sims.
AI. Yeah, that's why the AI in like Terminator and stuff. They're just petty, bro. Because when we play video games, we don't treat the NPCs as normal people.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do, man.
Like-
I play Grand Theft Auto and follow the road rules. I stop at the red lines and shit. I want to hit other NPCs' cars. They worked hard for that shit, bro.
Yeah. If I could indicate, I would indicate.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was indicators in Grand Theft Auto.
No, you can't.
No, that's what I'm saying. If I could, I really
He's just holding the controller. He's just like,
My hands are out the window.
Signaling.
Yeah. My friends are watching like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
I'm being a responsible driver.
If someone
I'm
lets me
turning
in
left.
front of them, I wave back.
Do you do that in real life?
Yeah, dude. Oh, of course, man.
Because if you don't, especially in Sydney, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that video online the other day. I don't know what state it was.
I think
The
that
guy
was
jumps out.
Melbourne.
Oh yeah, bless. That
Oh, what
stuff.
happened?
what happened?
He jumps out of the car and he does a bit of skipping for a minute. He skips towards the car and then runs and then starts abusing.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then the cop, comes. And then the police officer
And then
comes
all of a
out of
sudden you hear
nowhere
a whoop,
and runs
and then he
after him.
bolts it.
Yeah.
He leaves the car and he leaves the passenger, like he in his car.
Yeah.
Whoever was in his car, he left them.
Just
was
to
out.
bolt out of
Bro.
there.
The best part, the background music is.
Yeah, bro.
Heavy metal soundtrack.
It was like heavy metal music, but that was like the bystander who was like in their car. And
And they
were
look like they're in their 50s or something. I was like,
you would think
That
if
was someone's Tito, right? It was like a whole
yeah,
couple.
it was
Listening to metal?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you would think
That's so
OG.
metal.
if someone's skipping towards you and about to, harass you, you'd want to turn the heavy metal down, right? Like,
this is the moment.
I mean, I saw that video, right? And right off the bat, I knew they didn't have anything to worry about because the guy was wearing Lululemons. And he was skipping. We're like, you know what? He doesn't seem that dangerous. I think he just came from a workout.
He just came from
From yoga class.
He missed his yoga class, and that's why he was so angry. He
Yeah.
was so angry. 'cause he missed
He
his
just
yoga
came from a
What
spin
actually
class.
happened to the dude? He just like ran off, and then what would the cops do?
The cops chased. He
They just chased him
they
down the
ran
road.
after him.
Yeah.
And then obviously he got caught. Like the video ends when
They-
he's in his car.
They caught him
That's
because
hilarious.
running is faster than skipping, obviously.
It was skipping. Last scene skipping down.
Was he actually skipping? That's hilarious.
He was like, "Gotta go."
He was psyching himself up. Right? Ooh, I'm going to get into a fight.
He was really trying to staunch, but he looked like he was skipping.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you try to staunch.
It looked like from the video, it looked like he almost tripped, but then he was like, to catch himself, he kind of skipped his way through and then started running. But yeah,
Butterflies in his
I'm pretty sure he was like he got charged for something.
Oh,
At
great.
least
For those pants, bro. That shit is showing way too much.
at least for causing a obstruction in traffic.
It's just, where did the cop come from? It was hilarious.
Yeah, I love that. I love immediate karma.
I love,
That's one of my favorite things to watch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, immediate karma. You're like,
I get lost in those YouTube videos, eh?
Yeah.
The dash cam karma
Yeah.
ones. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
before I know it, it's 2 a.m. and I'm like, I got work in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe just one more.
It feels so good though.
Just one more.
That's what you get. That's what you get for cutting that person off.
Oh my
That's what you
gosh.
get.
Well, yeah, keep scrolling up, especially on our reels, and hopefully we entertain you for a good, few hours
Yeah.
of reeling. But like, let's talk about how you guys discovered hip hop. Since we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop music,
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
let's go back into the memory lanes of our brains and figure out the first time. Doesn't have to be the first time, but the moment you fell in love with hip hop. So who wants to start off?
We introduced each of you. Do you want to do a quick spiel on who you are and what you do, and then go into what your origins of hip hop are?
Everyone's just touching each other.
My turn.
No, I reckon
You go.
you
No,
should
you go.
start MC Trey because you
MC
are
Trey.
legendary.
MC Trey.
Okay, so rapping for a couple of decades, I'd say. Originally from Fiji, but grew up here in Western Sydney and discovered hip hop in Fiji through I think it was my auntie who'd come from New Zealand. She'd given like a cassette tape to my cousin, and I remember listening to this, putting on the headphones, at one of the family gatherings when we do the lovo, the hangi, cookout in the back in the ground, and putting this on and going, what is this? And it was like the soundtrack to one of the breakdance movies. And I was like, what is this? Because before then it was like, the Eagles on the radio, and more like easy listening kind of
Yacht rock.
music. And I was like, what is this? And from then on, I was like, me and my cousins, like we all probably did this. We're going to, we started watching the break dance movies. We're going to form a little rap crew and do a little breakdance thing, so we used to entertain the family after lunch, so the uncles and aunties are cooking, we're helping out, but we're like practicing our dance moves and then learning to rap, so from then, and then I just kept writing, and then thought, I want to keep doing this, and then moved to Sydney. I grew up around Parramatta, Maryland, and just kept going. And decades later, albums, tours, and still doing what I love.
Yeah.
Hey. I love how you just like gloss over like just albums and tours
albums,
just,
tours.
just like a whole
just
career.
living the dream.
My favorite thing was meeting Lauryn Hill.
Hey, what was this?
Like when they were in the Fugees, because I used to kind of look up to people. Well, I still do look up to people like Lauryn Hill and KRS-One. So I used to listen to their music, and I never listened at school, so I'd listen to them and learnt a lot of my philosophies and ways of doing and being. You talked about how hip hop instills these community building values. Went to the show. Knew the sound person, so I was like, I need to meet her. So he took me backstage, went into her dressing room, and I was doing a hip hop play at the time at the Metro. She was there, and she come in, so I was just telling her about what was going on in Sydney, the different communities, and then they got me up on stage. So this is like one of the Fuji shows back in the day, and then promoted the show we were doing.
Not a reunion show, like an actual Fuji show.
Yeah, it was the Fuji show
Crazy.
back in the day.
Crazy.
And I was like, okay, thank you. I shall keep going then, and then, meeting KRS-One as well, like his story inspired me, and he was into the youth work and the community building stuff. So, I did a lot of youth work as well with Street University and ICE in Granville and Parramatta, and that kind of influenced me. And then a friend of mine was touring him and said, KRS-One doesn't fly, but he's going to Fiji. Have you got people there that can look after him? So he's on a boat, goes to Fiji. So I call some of the, hey boys, can you go look after KRS, So they meet him, and then he, then from there gets on the boat again, comes to Sydney, and then we get to tour with him, and sit there and listen to him in the workshops and travel around the country. And I was like, okay, I keep going. So, having moments like that kind of fuels and, encourage, I'm like, okay, I got to keep doing this stuff. So being very blessed and, still in my 20s, still going. Yeah. So, and working on a new album, and I'm like, for me, hip hop is like, do what you love, like society tells us you got to do this at this time, you can't do this. I'm like, nah, hip hop's about your own rules, your own identity, and sharing your own story, and so that's what I do.
And you just released a song.
Yes, and it got played today on national radio.
Hey.
So it feels good to just sit back, and we know what it's like, right, when we're creating stuff. I mean, when you guys put out your album, you got okay. And then,
We actually have a mixtape that we've got online.
We just freestyled for like an hour.
Funny story with Nats.
Is this legit?
Yeah, legit, yeah. You can find it on our.
So when Nats was here, he lives in London. Yeah. He was here for a bit of time. We went to his house and we were going to record, but in the meantime, we were just playing with the Roadcaster, and we started playing instrumentals and just like freestyling or just doing stuff. And then it's not very good.
Oh no, that to me it was heaps dope.
But it was lots of fun.
Yeah.
And then we just released it as a mixtape, like the Cheatcoders mixtape.
He added in the horns and the sound effects.
Wait, legit,
It's
freestyling.
It's on
legit
Spotify.
freestyle. It's on
Oh
Spotify.
my
It's on Spotify.
Yeah.
bless.
I would really love to hear
Today.
today.
Well, at the end of the show, we'll do some
Let's go.
freestyle.
We're freestyling.
We'll end the show with a freestyle. We're gonna end it with a freestyle. Here we go. Garcia's gonna break dance right here too.
He's gonna
Gonna do robot.
start doing this on the floor. Do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll end the show with a freestyle. If you guys are down, I'm down.
Hell yeah.
Shit,
Let's
I'm
go.
just judging panel.
That's amazing that you were talking about your career and always mentioning you kept saying, okay, I'll keep doing this. Was that was it because of the moments that you had, or was it because like what was it that made you think that you should be doing this all the time? What was the why behind it?
Like getting these signs and having these experiences, like I would just, have an image of something on the wall, like, just Lauryn Hill, I had a poster of her from the Source magazine, and then that materializing, or having a picture of like the Rocksteady Crew graffiti piece, which is an old breakdance crew, graffiti crew in California, and then turning up there and ending up in the same basketball court, not even knowing that was it, you know,
wow.
and then meeting the riders and then being taken in and mentored. So that stuff happens all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, stay on this path, stay on that path, you know.
Just those signs. It just reminds you that, you know, this is kind of like it's pointing in directions like this is where you should be going.
Yeah. And we all have that, but some of us listen, some of us tune in, and some of us don't. You know.
So hopefully people go to 4E to get more inspired.
Exactly.
To be like, you know what, maybe I could push myself even further in my hip hop journey. And maybe they might discover something new. Like hip hop doesn't mean you can only just do rap.
Yeah.
Only just do breakdancing.
That's right.
Just there's 4 elements to play around with that could branch out into other things. Like
That's right.
even though you don't have to stick to those 4 elements, you can be a videographer that films hip hop.
That's it.
You could be like an audio producer,
Podcaster.
a podcaster. You know, there's different ways to really attach yourself to the culture. You don't have to necessarily be a rapper or a breakdancer. You just have to love the culture.
And I would even argue, like, if you go to 4E, you're not you're bound to be inspired in some way because you're tapping back into the culture. It's about a connection, you know. So when you come back to it and you resume your connection with the culture, whether it be like I'm about to rap now, or maybe I want to change my path, but you're still like, it's like praying, do you know what I mean? Or like a pilgrimage, or like, you know, coming back to like what it's about. It just happens that 4E Sydney is kind of the place to be in terms of what the culture represents, you know.
And I love how you explore past, present, future, because like
so important.
Some people always just full go into it, forgetting about the past or forgetting what could be the future, or even sometimes the present. Like putting those 3 into just one event, you can really like immerse yourself, be like, okay, so this is what it was like then. Yeah. Now this is what it's like, and this is what it could be. Like now you can have a bit of more a wider range of like what you can do in yourself to contribute to the culture type of thing.
Absolutely.
This is 100% right. I think I said the wrong word earlier where I was talking about ideation. But everything that you guys are talking about, it's like the creators economy right now, which is you could be a videographer, you could be a podcaster, you could be a rapper, you could be whatever, but it's building these pathways so that you can dream. Yeah. And that allowing your space to dream, I think that is a very important thing for right now where we are in this world. I know we're starting to get a bit deep and heavy, but just break wind. Just the floor is yours.
I wasn't planning to do this till later.
No. This is so heavy.
That's the sign when we know we're getting too deep in the conversation. Yeah. You know, in Inception. Have you seen Inception? Yeah. And they play the music for you to get out of the dream. For this, he just breaks wind, and there's like, all right,
he starts fighting in French for some reason.
That's the subtitles. Like farts in French.
Farts in French. The yellow subtitles.
Time to dream. To try to get out of this dream.
You hear the
None of this is real.
Don't be afraid to get deep or serious on the podcast.
I mean that's the thing. It's like I think hip hop and the reason why it is so ingrained in pop culture and has immersed itself in pop culture when it actually came from disenfranchised Black and Latino, or Latinx now communities, and it was a voice, it was a vehicle to voice dissent and to be able to say, hey, you know what, governments, councils, the system is against us. And so here in Australia, it's massively swept through pop culture, but we forget the wider population who don't understand hip hop. They forget that it's a space where people can actually voice opinions, to belong to community, to be able to express their creative practice, but also to have a sense of self-efficacy and self-determination to a certain extent. Yeah. And that's up to them to determine that, you know.
Bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
Okay, here we go.
Show your dad this part, okay? I'll send you the timestamps to show which parts to show you.
What do you mean self-efficacy?
Don't watch that part, Dad. Watch this part.
Watch this bit.
So let's go to Dobby. How did you discover hip hop?
Oh, you didn't answer that question.
No, that's right.
We'll get there.
Okay. Well, because I was listening to what you were saying, and I was thinking about I didn't know what I was connecting to, but I knew it was connecting to that when I first listened to hip hop. Like, oh man, Outkast, Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, Lupe Fiasco, The Pharcyde, MF Doom, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, like all of them. They were my first listenings, you know, and it made me feel same way. Like I was just a very chatty kid in school, and I definitely around that time wasn't listening, and I just wanted to kind of be the class clown and just be like try and make fun all the time. But what I really felt like with hip hop was like, oh, I'm really listening to these people. And also later on in life, I felt like I belonged to that community, which is crazy because like for me as an Aboriginal and Filipino person growing up in Shell Harbour, south of Wollongong, like it really is that same story of being too black for the white and too white for the black. Like I got the jokes from everywhere. We talked about this, like I got the food jokes, I got the skin color jokes, I got all of it, you know? And then it makes you go, well, then who am I? Like, how the fuck do I kind of feel okay in my skin when I kind of feel like I'm never okay? But hip hop was there for me because it spoke to me, and then it gave me the mic.
That's it.
And so I was like, oh shit, I can write my own story. And I started writing about my family and what I like to be and and linking up with someone like Vivian Abloh and everything that 4E is, like, that's where I am now because of hip hop.
Hey.
So how special is it? Like we're here in its 50th year, and I can still make a living, tell my truth, and to be able to contribute to society through this art form. It's so special. Yeah.
That's it. Love it.
Word.
Bars.
Nothing but knowledge today. But yeah, like MF Doom, like straight up, like I remember going to Sanity, my first album.
Sanity, right?
I really showed my age with someone when they were like, hey, what was your first album that you bought? And I was like, oh yeah, So Fresh, Hits of Autumn 2003. And they were like,
wait, what?
And they were like, how old are you? Yeah.
Was that really?
That was my first album that I bought. And then it was Eminem Encore, followed by Black Eyed Peas Monkey Business, and Respect Me, Missy Elliott, and then Lupe Fiasco's The Cool.
Hey. Wow.
Yeah, that album's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more of a food and liquor guy, but yeah.
Yeah, I love Food and Liquor as well. But
Classic.
Yeah.
What album do you like?
And the album too.
And the album too. We had the same show. These guys are like, oh, I'm talking about music. It's like, I like getting drunk and fat.
What? Trey and I were on the same page as well. And the album too. What else do you like other than?
Well, Diola, your turn. When did you discover hip hop?
Remember, it's all because of my older sister. So I've got an older sister who's 3 years above, and it started from the New Jack Swing kind of days where it was like
Terry Lewis.
Yeah,
Jam.
just listen. I thought you were like Jade. I was like, that's not Jade. That's Jade. But
Damn.
yeah. Oh. Fuck. I was going to bust out in a song, but I won't. I song slap people, by the way, and I get song slapped hard. Someone will be like, oh, remember that?
What's song slap?
What's song slap?
When a song hits you in the head and you just get slapped. And you're like, fuck, I can't get that out of my head. And then you're like, what? And the person's like, what's that song? And they're like, you know, Informer. But it was a little bit.
She goes, that song. Informer.
So aggressive.
We're like, what song slap? This one. Informer.
Do you reckon Chris Rock felt like that? And then after he got hit, he was like getting jiggy with it. No.
Well, that's what he was. He slapped him.
No.
He slapped him and he went, now switch. Take it over now. Switch.
I'm pretty sure the only song that was going through his mind as he was walking up was like, here come the man in black. He's gonna slap me.
Yeah.
He was hoping that Chris Rock wouldn't remember his.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's his big
Topical.
Oh, man.
Oh, gosh.
That's dope, though. New Jack Swing. Do you know?
Yeah, New Jack Swing days.
This is so funny, but my mathematics teacher in year 8, Mr. Batman is his name.
Mr.
He
Batman.
Shut up.
For real, Mr. Batman. He gave me 2 gigabytes of New Jack Swing.
No way.
Yeah,
See?
when I was a kid.
Why have you not shared that with you? I've known you for so many
I
years
can't believe I
now.
haven't told you that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne was into New Jack Swing. Shit. That's crazy, bro. If you're talking about like, Alfred got me onto this.
He would. Alfred's like the switched on smart
like,
dude,
yeah.
you know? It was, but
You
yeah.
gotta hear the original Batman theme. It's crazy, bro.
Was there a Batman dance? I'm pretty sure there was a Batman dance somewhere.
Wasn't it like this or something? Nah.
Not even like, that was Prince. Prince and
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Prince did the soundtrack, well, one of the songs for the soundtrack of the Batman
Batman Returns. I think.
Batman
it was,
Returns film.
That's wild.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He dressed up as the Joker, I'm pretty sure, in
Prince.
in the music
In the
video.
video.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
So hectic.
we
I
go.
used to listen to, just going back to the kind of old stuff I got into, I used to listen to NWA. I don't know how I got this album. And it was...
Straight out of Compton.
No, it was...
Express yourself.
Nah, fuck the police, coming straight to the underground. And I would put that on when mum and dad would rage at me because they were angry at me for not washing the dishes or doing something. And I'd be like, boom, fuck the police. And I'm in my room. And then my parents just started accepting that I loved rap, and they didn't even question it really. I mean, mum came home from the Philippines and gave me the score, Fugees, and then Lauryn Hill a couple of years later. But
She was
there's
like, listen to this instead.
Killing me softly.
That music is nice, but listen to this.
strumming my face.
yeah, she's
One time.
thumbing my bed.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, they really. I think mum and dad listened to like, I was going to say Salt and Pepper. They did not listen to Salt and Pepper. They listened to Stevie Wonder,
Same.
Roberta Flack. They listened to even the Eagles. They listened to a lot of Bobby Caldwell. We listened to the Beatles discography as kids back to back. When we were kids, because mum sat us in front of an organ and there was a missing C on this organ, and we used to. She's
So
like,
it's a
"Oh,
missing key,
there was a literally, it was like a missing C in the middle."
Yeah.
And then she found out, she learned that we could play by, and I don't know if this is a correct term, but widow players.
Whoa, what's
I don't
that?
know if that's like I don't know. I
What
heard
is it-
that
What does that mean?
it's you can play by ear.
Oh.
So you just put on an album. Mum would put on an album and we just play by ear and we'd sort it out. But then my sisters kind of lost interest in that, and it was just me. And then we went on guitar, listening to everything my parents.
It's that perfect
didn't know
pitch.
this about
She's
you.
amazing.
That's
She's
hefty.
perfect pitch, except that one C that was missing.
Yeah, they play. What's this note? You're like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
But
That's
it's-
crazy.
That's why I just keep
it's
my drink.
Parents. They're like, "Eek."
Put your popper right there.
I have so many questions about that.
What?
Because there's a missing C, so there's a gap to put your drink in.
You put your popper in
there.
I was like, "Oof." Above my-
This is me and Garcia on that one.
For context of people listening out there, a popper is a
It's a
juice
drink.
box.
Juice box. Yeah.
Because we have an American audience, remember?
Bro, you should just call it poppers. You know why? You just put it on the ground.
You guys do that?
Yeah, hell yeah. I still do that to this
You're
day.
throwing me back, bro. Sanity and
I used to
shit.
jump on it and stuff.
So the American audience out there, if you haven't tried this, what we used to do as kids was you take the juice box and you with a straw you inflate it again.
Yeah, and you have to take off the curves. You know the curves at the bottom.
Yeah,
Unfold it for maximum pop.
and then you put it on the
Yes.
ground
You would
and then you
do
step
that.
on it and then it would explode and make a pop sound.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God,
that's
it was
why
the
in
best.
Australia we call them poppers.
Poppers.
Yeah.
Did you ever get like whenever you drank like Coca-Cola, right, and you get a straw, and then you start rolling that up and get someone to flick it?
Get it, flick it. Yeah. And it made like a big
You remember that
sound.
popping sound? We just like making things blow up, hey, as kids. Hell, haven't
We
we?
just like pop.
Do you remember that? Like,
Maybe this is why they don't trust us with
those little things that you would throw on the ground and they would explode. It's
Yeah.
like I didn't even know what they're
What?
called. What are they? Yeah, the little.
Oh,
like
I don't
popping.
remember.
Oh, yeah, and
popping
they would,
thing.
yeah,
What they
yeah.
call them? What are,
Firecrackers? No.
Yeah, they're like, I don't
remember
know.
what they-
Yeah, that would be illegal in school and everything.
Yeah, they would so be illegal. Yeah. That and fart bombs.
Smuggle it
Fart
in.
bombs, yeah, I
I
remember
remember
that.
fart bombs.
Good old high school.
Oh my god!
We're thinking about like hip hop and now we're just going high school.
I feel like I'm in high school.
50 years of
bro.
high school.
Back to full.
Some about Hewlett Packard and Doom. Sorry.
That's what like music does though.
Yo,
It's almost like a time machine.
it
Yeah.
definitely
Because
is.
you listen to a song and you can remember the first time you heard the song, or like it'll always bring back memories and stuff.
It's a soundtrack to your life, right?
Yeah,
because there's
totally,
always
totally.
different parts,
100%.
especially during those ages when you're forming your own identity.
Yeah, and
So-
emotions are
Right.
Like when you hear, I can't even remember what particular love song it was, but whether it was some New Jack Swing, whether it was Janet Jackson, whether it was like Barbra Streisand, but there was something in a track
Yeah.
that would make you feel like you'd been in love at the age of 10
Yeah.
or 9. But you
Oh,
can't,
yeah.
you couldn't put words to it,
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Until you started forming your identity,
Do you know
having
what
these
that was for me?
experiences. What was that?
Halo by Beyonce.
Get
I
out.
love that
He
song.
he loved the game as well, so it was
I-
perfect.
I cried to that song. I was like, I can see your halo.
Right.
You're definitely the guy like that Beyonce would go get the mic to, like, and have you seen the TikToks?
The immediate regret. She was like,
All right, since we're going to the soundtrack of your life, I've set up a game.
oh yes.
We call this jukeboxing. Jukeboxing. And the topic for today is the perfect soundtrack for your date. So I've already gave you a message earlier on today, and then the rules of the game is that you have to nominate 3 songs to your playlist of the perfect date. That you, and then the first song is the song that you play for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
The second song is the song that you play when dancing with your date. And then the third song
Oy.
is for the bedroom.
The bed.
The bed. Where the magic happens.
So we'll start off with Trey. We'll start off with your. We'll go through your whole playlist, and then we'll move on to Dobby, and then we'll go to Diola.
Okay.
Should we do it like one
Category.
You want to
Yeah,
go on a
Category
date with
at a
all
time.
3 of them at the same time?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
come on.
All right,
Let's
so
do it. And I think what'll help is
Come on.
when we play it, describe why you chose it.
And so you have the songs. Is that you're gonna play them?
Yeah, I'm gonna play them.
Oh,
He's
this is
going to
be
sing
fun.
them.
Oh, that's great. I didn't provide mine.
I will if you want me to. But let's.
So the first one is
All right, so we're gonna start off with you on your. We're at dinner
Date.
time now, so we're at dinner time.
Dim the Lights.
We'll dim the lights. So the song. You want to play the song now? All right, I'll play the song now. So you.
Is it your track? I'd do it if I was releasing an album. First, second, and third.
I'd do it. She goes,
We're gonna
she goes, I'd do it.
we will be playing music
do it.
afterwards. But you can play it for dinner. We're playing my new single.
This is what you're going to get.
For dancing, it's my new single. And in the bedroom, it's my new single.
Just the whole time. Shut up. This is my favorite part.
Okay. The anticipation.
Did you provide yours?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, this is dinner.
Oh, Erica Badu, I knew it.
McDonald's.
You decided on the place.
This is our family meal.
You had the drive-through.
Yeah,
Can I please get a Big Mac?
Whatever you
For my
want.
Big Mac.
Varieties do that. Like change the song in your car.
Yeah, so-
just so they think I'm cool.
I'm always like, hold on for a second.
I do that too.
Can I please get it?
Oh, my bad. Let me turn the music down.
Dude, you got an Erica Badu. I was going to do an Erica Badu from Worldwide Underground.
Yes.
Great album.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Okay, I can't do that.
Nice.
Love of my
Such
life.
a good
that
song.
was
There we go.
Erica
Oh,
Badu.
Erica
with-
Badu, Love of My
Common,
Life.
Love of
with
My
Common.
Life.
Love it. Yeah. So good.
Why did you choose that for dinner?
Making me cry. Why did I choose that? Love of my life, because that's like I guess that's one of the tracks that I love, and it's good conversation because like people think they're talking about each other, but they're actually talking about their journey through hip hop and their love of hip hop.
Yeah, love that.
There's a little
Nice.
to this.
Look at this.
Layered conversation.
Somebody's been media trained.
All right, Dobby, here is your song.
Here we go. You remember this one? Hey.
Wait,
Imagine-
is this bedroom or is
We're
this
at it.
dinner?
Or dinner.
We're working our way up to it. I'm trying to set the mood, you know? I'm in my romantic side.
Yeah,
I
nice.
like it.
So we're at a fancy dinner.
Oh, fancy dinner. Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, Italian.
A Porter's.
I'm wearing a tux.
You're wearing a tux. You're wearing a full tux.
Photos, and I went, yes.
She's wearing jeans and a shirt.
What are you ordering for the lady?
Oh my God.
Adult photos, come on, man.
At a Porter's.
Okay.
Triple Bondi burger.
Oh, that's fancy.
Whatever sauce you want, baby.
Whatever sauce you want.
And then she goes, I want a Prego.
Oh shit, man.
You might have to explain to your American audience.
I think they get the gist. If you got a horse out there, you know.
The horse is like,
Hey.
You see the horse?
And I was still into you. I'm so into you by Tamia.
Yep.
Did you say I'm still into you?
Still, that's another song. Still into you?
She's still singing.
Question mark.
I'm still into you. All right, Diola. So, what song do you want to play on the dinner night?
Dinner.
Jukeboxing.
But this is not dinner date because you didn't do dinner date. Did you do dinner date?
McDonald's dinner. A
Really?
Porter dinner.
Yeah.
I was trying to do lunch date. I was like,
I know,
right.
it's like
She
morning
doesn't-
date.
Yeah. There's no future in this. Huh? Just
Wait, so
leave
you need
at
to.
lunch.
I gotta be some. I got a hard out at 2.
Lunch break.
I got a hard out at 2.
Oh, shit.
Got a hard stop at 2 p.m.
Just friends.
Or even go a pelly closer. That's not sex, that's dinner. Go a pelly's good.
In the album.
I mean, yeah. What's the third category?
Third category is
Bedroom.
Bedroom. I went straight to the bedroom.
Oh, is this like a sex?
Oh, so what's the song called?
Closer.
Like
Closer.
Pele.
Oh, okay. I know that song.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's like, oh, I know.
He's like, Yeah, but
I love this.
this song is
This is
amazing.
the dinner or
This
bedroom?
is dinner.
This is, I know, I went straight to the bedroom.
Oh, shit.
Diola, this is sensual.
No, wait. Listen to the beat though, and I forgot who the producer is.
Hey, so where are we going out for dinner? We're going to Captain Snooze, baby.
Not Captain Snooze. But how good is that? And it's literally just like,
I mean, you could eat in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
whoa.
And you could have dinner.
Yeah.
And then you can have
And then the food and liquor come out.
Yeah, you can have dinner.
Ooh.
That's funny.
you can eat in the bedroom and you can have dinner.
This is
that's
I
what
love
but
the
like
song. Yeah.
I think
the
this
jazz
song.
club. This is brilliant.
Drake sampled this on one of his mixtapes.
Oh, true.
Sometimes it feels like And
gonna
then
have
you
to add
sit
this
there
to
for
my
dinner and you're
playlist.
just literally
This
just
is nice,
talking and
'cause-
you got to get like
'cause
closer
you can have a
it's like-
conversation, yeah.
it's nice and smooth.
Yeah.
It's well rounded. And you can
Oh,
still kind
man.
of
My
like
imagination's
choice,
getting
you
the
know?
better of me. Yeah. Wow.
Are you at dinner?
pillow.
Or-
Throw everything out of the table. Come here, baby. 40 winks
Oh,
time.
my God.
The last category, you guys are actually going to be surprised at what I'm going to pick.
Is it a country song?
5, 6, 7, 8.
To the place where I belong.
West Virginia.
A boo school, baby, driving me crazy.
So that was the dinner category.
And that's
for
a dinner.
That's a
All
lot.
right, so now we are out of the dinner time.
Oh, we're dancing.
We're gonna
now.
dance floor. Ooh, we're gonna dance with
dance
our
floor.
date. So we're gonna go all the way back to Trey. What song? Let me go
What
back.
song do you think?
This
guys?
is so fun.
I think you will pick your single.
You're gonna put on.
Later.
All right, so we're on the dance floor, and this is what she's gonna be playing.
Is it
After Macca's, we pull into the car park.
This is vibe, bro. Like,
This is live. Hey.
Like
Yeah.
anywhere you are, you hear this, you got to get up.
This is at Plumpton Macca's car park.
Yes.
Right next to
thought
the servo.
This is like I know what I want. You know.
Right next to the server.
On your way to the bin to put the Macca's out.
no, this is next to the row of Uber Eats guys waiting for deliveries and shit. And they hang out there.
I wish I. Yeah, that's
Do,
great.
do,
Good.
do, do, do.
Everyone loves Whitney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good old Whitney.
Yeah. It's my blues.
Yeah,
Hey.
this is a good start. This is a good start to this category.
I love this.
You know, we're supposed to be judging this, but we're vibing. So we're just vibing to whatever they're saying.
You're just imagining.
Yeah.
When the night falls. Ooh.
Yeah, it's getting towards the night category,
I'm
right?
seeing it lead into.
with somebody.
I wanna feel the heat
with somebody.
Far out.
Dancing outside, leaning on the Honda Civic.
Body roll.
This is the only way I can, like, I don't have keys. This is the only way I can open the door.
He's like trying to put the key in the thing, but he's body rolling at the same
You're trying to lift the door.
The windows down, and it's like full blast with the cracked speakers. It's just distorting like
The bass
crazy.
is like,
Oh, you're making
man,
me
that
feel
was a
good.
good start for the dance part.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
so
episode made me feel like I'm
I took
17
a-
again.
Yeah, I took a different turn. I took a left turn with my one.
Metal.
Yeah.
hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
Where's your big bottle? What's your big bottle?
Give Dobby a water bottle right now.
You have to twerk with the bottle behind you.
It shows Tyler
I've been
water.
practicing the dance so much. Yeah,
Hey.
I've been listening to this song so much since it came out. This is Tyler Water.
This is a good. This is a good.
It's
very
so
nice
sexy.
track.
It's such
Yeah.
a beautiful song, and
Yeah.
and the rhythms are like I can't remember the country like in Africa that she like represents because she like brings her dance. to
She's
it.
from South Africa, I think.
Yeah, but whereabouts though?
I'm not sure. Where
Yeah, there's a particular dance she does,
from
and it's like
Joburg.
Oh,
I don't know.
man.
I'm just making it up.
Joburg. But yeah, no, it's just so good, and yeah, it's a sexy song.
You're at the bar.
Yeah,
You're just
I'm at the
filling
bar.
up the jug, the free jug, the free water on the jug.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
pours it on himself.
Yeah, and it goes to her, and she's still eating the double Bondi burger.
I forgot where I put it. Is this the
great.
Prego sauce?
I'm filling up an overloaded water cup.
It's the Prego.
Burger sauce.
Spicy.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Thanks.
We could change this to Make Me Pray.
Make me sweat. Make me harder.
Hey.
Make me lose my
Yeah.
breath. Make me walk. Oh my god, I'm getting.
Well, he's getting sweaty.
Tommy's getting sweaty.
I need
Man.
you to turn this off
getting
right
now.
now.
Water.
I'm seeing different shades of yellow on your jumper.
I'm seeing red.
Okay.
Do you have SoundCloud? Because this is not on Spotify.
Ooh.
Okay.
I guess we're done.
It's Thames Moose Edit.
Hot. Oh.
I love the picture.
Oh. Oh, man.
I've got a different version of that. Mine's got some.
Is this the version?
Is this the song though?
Yeah.
Hey.
I remember that picture though.
I know. I remember when I was
It's not
10, I was
really
like,
dance.
ooh, what type of
But I
look is
love
that?
She had no business looking that good.
I know.
Oh, man.
That's the reason why Simba went back to the tribe. That's that
Yeah, I
one
know.
look. There's one look.
Yeah.
Kuna Matata, fuck that. I want this.
It was either this,
This is dope.
or
Hey.
Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. The names escape me so badly.
I'm feeling this vibe. This vibe's good.
Yeah, this vibe's
This is
mad.
dope. I can see us dancing to this for sure.
After the first song, the closer song, then to this, yeah, we're
You're
easing our way up.
building-
Yeah.
But the last song's not. You're gonna be like, What? Corn?
Corn?
What?
New York State of mind.
Crazy, bro.
What?
It's not. I made that up.
It's ether.
Or a System of a Down.
System of a Down. What's that song?
Wake up.
Makeup.
Love it. That's all.
Well,
And that was
that song
Thames.
was higher.
A
The Moose edit.
Yeah, it's dope.
The Moose
Love
edit's
it.
mad. I don't know where Moose is from,
Nice.
but
Okay, so we are going to your next track. We are now in
Bedroom,
the
bro.
bedroom.
The final round.
final round.
And
Finish
this is Trey's selection for the bedroom.
What is
It's
it?
Janet Jackson, isn't it? Because every interlude is like.
Oh,
Oh man.
this was on my CD.
So we practice the vocals,
Oh my God.
the singing.
I remember this.
This is the grabbing the air and pulling down slowly.
Yeah, reach for the stars and then.
This is one of the songs I like when I'm talking to a girl, right? And we're like, hey babe, listen. And I play it on the speaker. Ooh.
Or the ones where like you put on your answering machine. I'm sorry, I can't get to the phone right now.
I was all alone. I was feeling rather low.
Hey.
I needed someone to. My spirits up. Hey, dropped it on the dance just to take a glance.
Body roll music. That's what this is.
Oh, you got me thinking about my exes and shit, bro. Fucking hell, man. I should call her.
Oh, there's
her a
one
message.
particular person that you have in mind? Ooh.
I should call her.
What's got her on Facebook?
Yeah. Hey, stop.
Shit.
Oh,
Talking about Macca's car park and shit. Fuck you, man.
I'm just
we danced and fell in love on a slow jam.
Everybody now.
Oh, play another slow jam. This time make it sweet.
Bro, this was track 2 on my CD, you know?
I had a burnt CD with my playlist. It's called Slow Jams,
Yeah.
and this is the first song.
Every track.
Slow Jam.
It's just that.
I love this song.
Yes, classic.
I've been trying to find someone who I could give my good loving to.
It sounds country.
I like countrify everything, bro. All right,
That's great.
Oh, bro, I love
What a
Slow
tune.
Jam.
That's a hard one to
That's a
follow.
hard one to beat, but I think because I know what your pick, I think you have a shot.
Yeah, well, I gave you
You get
Which
two
one are you
because
going?
you're giving us a journey, I guess.
Okay,
so
then.
let me know when you want me to play the second song.
Because I couldn't just pick one.
It's
So we're
kinda-
gonna start off. We're gonna be in the bedroom with Dobby with this play.
He's like,
Oh man.
Bro, when this song came out, I was
Yeah.
like, I wish I had a girlfriend that would cheat on me. And pretend it was my fault.
You don't want to end of the road.
I was end of the road. Unbelievable.
Make love, baby. I'm sorry.
Why is he apologizing? I was even thinking, yeah.
Can you imagine making love
Close
to
your
end
eyes,
of the road?
make a wish, and blow out the cigarette. Because this is what I do before I sing.
It's candlelight because it's
It's the clothes on the floor thing, huh?
Yeah.
That gets you like, oh my God.
Oh my
We're
God.
gonna celebrate. Oh, here we go.
All through the night.
This is like directions, bro.
I know, right? It's instructions.
It's instructions.
on what to do in the bedroom. You want to blow out the candlelight because it's a fire hazard.
You're like exposing yourselves, bro.
Do anything.
do you have your.
Then I checked the smoke detector.
I you
You don't want to get interrupted by fire.
You're like sensual lovers. You're exposing yourselves.
Hold on.
Wait,
He
you
has
gotta
a
see my
journey.
next one. No.
Then after that, after a while of this, he wants to go into.
I want to go.
All right, there you go. See, that's how, like, hang on.
Now I gotta turn my chair around and shit.
He does the worm on the ground.
Wait,
Like, how could I not add this? You know, like it's just.
wait, is this because she left and now you're a bachelor?
Just the
This is by himself. She lives.
It's like she leaves, and then I light the candle back again.
Because I'm just a bachelor.
Pony, bro. It's the combined buntis.
Speaking of pony, the horse is still pregnant.
See, because the
Horse is still pregnant.
is pregnant, especially after this song.
Oh yeah, I can see.
Did you find it?
Everyone's getting pregnant, man, when this song comes out.
You tell him.
You tell him.
You tell
Have you seen the music video to this, bro?
He
It's
knows
so
it's
funny,
on
bro.
A mechanical horse, yeah.
You read it?
Yeah, he's like dancing with the shirt like unbuttoned and stuff, and it's just a bunch of bikies watching him.
No horses, no ponies.
Yeah, little ponies. Hey,
Yeah. Okay, this one is Diola's.
hey.
It was really cool hearing Genuine tell the story about this song because him and Static Major wrote this song, and when Timbaland showed them this beat, they were like, "We have to write to this. We're just gonna." And then they were battling back and forward for the verse. Like one of them said, "I'm just a bachelor," and then the next person said, "Looking for a love, like looking
Get
for a
out.
partner."
They were having
Wait,
this
wait,
battle.
the
Yeah,
battle was
that-
between Timbaland. Who was it?
So Timbaland gave when Timbaland showed them the beat.
Yeah.
Static and Genuine were like,
Yeah,
we have to write to this.
Yeah, sure.
So in their studio, they went to.
They went line for line.
Yeah,
kind
they
of
went
thing.
line for
That's
line
gangster.
for the.
Oh my
That is
God,
so
that's-
sick.
yeah.
Have you ever
So
seen
good.
Timbaland's masterclass? I know you have because
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
talked about
that's
this, and
right.
I think I was
Yeah.
watching it on your account.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Haven't.
It
He's dope.
is
He's
so
really great.
insane because a lot
Yeah.
of the stuff he does is with his mouth before he goes into the studio, so you can't unhear
Yeah.
every Timbaland produced track now because you once you see the masterclass,
Yeah, he's
you
in
just
everything.
like
Yeah. Man Eater, My
Everything.
Love. Like he's you can hear him
By
so. I
mouth.
mean, you can hear it, right? Like.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that you can do with your mouth, we're back in the bedroom. Diola's pick.
Speaking of mouth.
Speaking
I
of
didn't go
mouth.
left field. I mean, if you want the second one, it's up to you. But this one, I thought was
All right, cool. We're gonna play this one.
Blow my whistle.
And
Justin Timberlake.
Ah.
No.
Cry me a river.
What happened in the bedroom, bro? Why is someone crying?
There was
Oh.
another person. That's why.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What is? Yeah.
Is this Justin Timberlake? No.
he just came.
Both of you guys at the same time. You went, I mean,
There's so many memories right now, bro. Fuck years, bro. Holy
there
shit.
should be a category about.
I gotta call
This
him,
is
man.
now R-rated. There should be a category of anytime, any place. Where have you done it? Now, anytime, any place. That's. Can we edit?
I need to show this to my parents. So they're good.
You forgot for a second. Your dad's gonna watch. Not that we were.
We're not
we weren't doing anything. We're nothing.
Doing the
Anytime, any
maths,
place. We
anytime,
pray. We
any-
pray. Anytime, any place. We pray.
We pray
We get down on our knees and we pray.
Anytime, any place, you pray.
Song, man.
Do you remember that gig you had at Berwick RSL? And then I took my ex there.
You told me this story.
What a great start to a conversation.
Remember that time?
This song was playing, bro.
With RSL.
So I had a gig, and then Garcia and his girlfriend at the time rocked up to like support the gig, but like once I'd finished performing, he
Had time to kill.
literally fucked off. And yeah.
That's it. So this like Berwick RSL was there. I was parked like maybe 500 meters away. The street light was broken, so it was like dark. We're in my Civic, bro. Like, there's not a lot of room, but you could do something. You know what I mean? And it was like winter, bro. It was like the Titanic, like the fog on the window. And then that thing, oh my, it was steamy, bro. This was playing. Oh my god,
Stop it.
y'all making me remembering shit. Oh,
You've been thinking
I'm
about this.
fucking blushing right now.
Oh yeah.
I think this entire album is sexy.
The whole thing.
Man.
But I recently.
Oh.
So My partner recently sent me this thing about Janet Jackson, and it's either she's like, her interludes are either about oppression or fuck me now. Always same. No, but it's true, and it's like the stuff that we joked about when we were in high school or with friends and listening to Janet, and she'd always be like breathing heavily into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
Running a
There was an
marathon.
awakening that I had when I heard that album.
All right, so we got the two judges.
Gosh, the
So
first
we'll start off
category.
with, are we gonna go? We did the dinner stuff.
Yeah, let's do
So
category by category.
We had Love of My Life, Erykah
By
Badu.
Erykah Badu.
And then that was Trey's. And then we had Dobby's So Into You, Tamia. And then we had
Go Apelli, closer.
Closer.
Go Apelli.
Drive through Macca's.
Drive to Mac is
Just
all
like the
photos.
location
They're all
is a
good
part of
tracks.
this as
They're
well.
all like really good
I
tracks.
can't decide on just one person.
But then
It's
on
like
dancing,
one each.
we're gonna and then we're gonna.
Let's talk the category first. So for dinner, they're all good songs for dinner because regardless of where you are,
Can we
they're
give
chill
like
songs.
winners for each, like the dinner?
First
the
thing.
Oh my god,
thing?
you guys are
Yeah.
bailing out on shit. We have one winner,
You guys are
one winner, and one winner
It's just
only.
so difficult. Okay, let's just one
That's
winner.
the perfect
what's
day.
what's the dance then? What's the dance ones?
Our
Just
dance,
recap.
I Want to Dance with Somebody, Whitney Houston.
Yeah, that's the vibe. I
and then
reckon.
we had
For sure.
Tyler Water, and then we had what was your name?
Thames.
Thames
It's the moose.
Moose. That's it. So we had the little
'Cause
Afrobeats vibe.
Yeah, two
as
Afrobeats.
well as classic 80s track.
Two I'm a piano-ish tracks. Is it raining?
No, it's just it's just sound
Water.
over here. I could edit that one out. Also, in the bedroom, we had classic ballads, bro. Slow jams from Trey.
Slow
and
jam
then
for
we
sure.
had I'll Make
Man.
Love to You.
Oh man.
/ Pony from Dobby. And then we have the Janet Jackson.
Anytime, any place.
Any Janet Jackson song.
Most of the interludes.
They're all
All
so
of it.
good. Like I'm just I can imagine it
Hard
all.
one.
Is that me?
I have no idea.
That's
Check
the-
it.
Oh shit!
That's the thinking music for the judges.
It is.
Wait, do we
Alarm,
have
my bad.
to just
Yeah, we-
choose one person?
Choose one.
Well, look, I liked all of the songs. Man, this is so difficult. Why'd you do this?
I like different ones for different
Yeah,
settings. That's why.
same.
All right, let's
Yeah.
see.
I like-
Let's
I
do
like
the
the-
category best dinner song. The best dinner song, and
I
then we'll
want to
do
go
best.
with Dobby.
For the dinner one?
Yeah, asshole.
Which one was that? Oh, So Into You.
Yeah.
so into you.
for dinner?
Dinner. What do you? How about you?
I would have gone for because I do like Erykah Badu and do like that Tamia song. I would have gone the Go Pele song because it's a little bit more chill. I would be singing along to Tamia and I would be like, grooving.
You gotta choose one, bro. It's unbelievable, man.
No. What I'm saying is for that
Yeah.
category for dinner, I would choose Go Pele.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's
All right, one each.
One each. All right. Now we're going into the dance mode.
Dancing.
I'd actually go that one. Sorry, I'm not a judge.
I think that's the vibe for sure.
Choose. Yeah,
I'm going with
100%.
Whitney.
Yeah.
I want to dance with
Yeah, I wanna
somebody.
dance
Yeah.
with somebody.
Oh, so that's a unanimous bananas
Yep.
one.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
there you go.
Whitney.
Yeah, Whitney won.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah,
the
Whitney
2
wins
points.
again.
So there you go. We move on to the bedroom. Ooh, this
Janet
is a tricky
Jackson.
one. This is
Janet Jackson for sure.
Just playing with my emotions.
like- Unanimous decision is Janet.
I grew up listening to Boyz II Men, and they were instructions, and I tried to follow the instructions.
And once
to
you're
the T.
mature from those instructions,
but then
Janet
when
Jackson.
when I heard Janet Jackson, and then I was
yeah,
like,
he came instantly.
You like
bro.
you don't need
the look on your
instructions.
face. That was intense.
Yeah.
We watched that happen in real time.
Yeah.
oh, man, I need a towel. Like that's.
I don't want that towel back.
I don't want a towel from you.
So Janet Jackson wins.
Pony had me already, and then it was like a draw 2, and then Diola came out with a draw 4 with that Janet Jackson. Bam!
But that pony is pretty funny
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
because I mean,
I mean, you
after
can imagine.
this sensual.
After I'll make love to you.
He's like,
Yeah, right.
It's like right out the box.
Yeah.
I think
And everyone at home, please nominate which playlist or songs that you are feeling from that battle over there.
Just going back to what you were saying about Janet and like the thing that because what I'm attracted to in women is like strong women, right? And regardless of whether she's talking about oppression or having sex, she exudes strength.
Yeah.
And like hearing that album, I was like, holy shit, she is so hot.
And there's I'm so bad. I'm like a DJ who fucking can't name names at the moment. This is so terrible. But Janet Jackson's New Agenda, it's on that album. Oh man, that song, talk about like strength and oppression, just everything that she stands for in that particular song gets you chest out, looking up and just, all right, I'm going to do laundry. I'm going to do laundry. Like,
The most.
I'm going to sort.
I love
Hang
it.
these clothes.
I love it.
Colours today.
I know. This is it. I've got it.
I'm inspired.
Janet Jackson is the only person that gets you from this to this. Legit.
In like a heartbeat, in one interlude, in one song apart from each other. Velvet Rope album?
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That album is like, if you're into a lot of
But I mean,
stuff.
the name.
If you're into praying,
Hello, Dad.
Into praying
Yeah, saying, oh God.
and religion.
praising the Lord.
I mean, the title of the album is called Velvet Rope, for crying out
Nice
loud.
belt.
Yeah. Like legit, and like you just yep.
Yeah.
We love you.
Thumbs up.
You were like doing the speech version of scratching. That was crazy. Yep. All right, let's get into a segment on doing stuff. Fun fact of the week.
White Hungarian salami.
I forgot you guys had headphones. You heard that too.
So that's
Wow, we've gone
that's
from
the
velvet rope to white Hungarian salami.
yeah. That's the soundbite, but it needs to be this one.
Things that make you go, Dawn. White Hungarian salami.
I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna cut that into that same thing. Things that make you go Dawn. Dawn. So recently, you said that we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop. Recently, and only recently, DJ Kool Herc has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of
Yes.
Fame.
Yes.
But only recently, right?
Yeah.
And it got me thinking that that conversation that we're having about there being a stigma about hip hop, and it's almost like it's not, even though it's so prevalent in almost every facet of society now, everywhere, it still has this bad rap, right? And it kind of made me feel like he should have been. He's considered the godfather of hip hop, right? The first party that he DJ'd at was the beginnings of hip hop itself, and it got me thinking, like, why didn't it happen sooner? You know,
So many reasons.
and I mean, not to get deep into it, but have you guys felt, or have you had experiences where it's like you wanted to do this hip hop thing, but there was a barrier to it? I mean, Trey was talking about how there are all these signs and these moments into, pushing her into the direction of hip hop. But were there experiences that you had that made you think, like, is this something that I'm supposed to be doing? Like, were there barriers to your journey?
So many
in hip-hop?
barriers.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but there are so many, but I can't think of them right now. But I guess, as you get older as well, it's like people are like, "Why are you still rapping?" It's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, well, it's voice
Racism.
expression. My ancestors rapped around the kava bowl, and this is just my way of doing it today.
Yeah.
It's flowing and it's continuing that tradition. But still people like, so you sing? No, I rap. They automatically think you're a singer because you're a girl. But then, and there's just so many. Like, you'd think it's 50 years old, people accept it, it's everywhere, but constantly still trying to explain what you do, why it's important, and it's like the biggest
Particularly being a
movement in
female.
society. Yeah. So, you know, there's still so many barriers I find even today. And then, you know, we're talking about Cool Herc, but then here it's good Aria's, you know, finally doing like this panel of hip hop and this year, and, you know, had a party last night, and then creating a segment which they're playing, you know, this week as part of the ARIA Awards. So it's slowly being accepted, but it's like around the world, hip hop's like the biggest movement and influence, like you said, so many facets of society. It's like, but I don't know, it's still, I feel like we're constantly having to explain ourselves, you know?
I think that's a really important point. I think there's like a part where hip hop has become a commodified genre, and so there's, even during the 90s, so let's go back to the late 70s, 80s, when it was all about, you know, oppression and fighting against, standing up for the man, not for the man, against the man, like the system. And then all of a sudden the 90s came around, and it was like, you know, these big blockbuster video clips with them on like 112 and heaps of artists on the rooftop, and Puff Daddy with his puff jacket, and like, you know, it just became this multi-billion-dollar industry, which then also became a commodified genre, and the commodification of that seeped into women and using women as just a symbol for sex. And so and now coming into it, I think post I guess, plus the Me Too movement, post-COVID, I think the barriers still exist basically. I mean, we know The Voice, a big no here in Australia, was the most disappointing outcome ever, and that is enough to show you that Australia is not ready for people of colour.
And their stories and their stories, methods of expression.
And it's about not ready for its own people in its own country.
Yeah, right? Their own people, 100%. Yeah. Then, I mean,
2023.
It's 50 years later if you're talking about the message. Like, I think we've gotten worse as a society, but then there are amazing people who are doing the work and fighting the fight. And I think it's really important to... there's so much going on in the world at the moment. I think, it's just important to stick to the people who you can learn from, elevate the culture you come from, know the culture you're on, which country you're on, and also just, I guess, just be a part of that storytelling culture. As a woman, I think it's really important, particularly where you come, whether it's non-binary, whether you come from the queer community, whether you come from music is music. It moves people. It's so important as a form of identity and a space to belong. Right now, I'm seeing so many more barriers that are amplified because of race identity politics. Yeah.
Because we're talking about it now, you know, like...
but a lot of people were talking about it so many years ago. Like, it just, I feel like and the deeper you go in the industry and gatekeepers, it gets worse and worse and worse. Yeah. But then there are those who have the courage to actually go this way, laterally. Yeah. And I think 4E Sydney's doing that, you know, so being able to provide pathways for people who potentially... whether you're First Nations, whether you're a person of colour, you don't have that initial pathway into it. Yeah. I think 4E is that space where it gives you a taste of what to expect with the people who sort of you belong with. Yeah. And as you grow older, you become your own person, and so your identity weaves in and out and amplifies, and it shrinks and it amplifies. But in that pathway, you find the people that you gravitate towards and that become almost family. Like music, I met so many amazing people from different institutions, and I'm talking music institutions like 4E, like Solar Sydney, who now are having their offsprings. Yes. And we met 20 years ago, you know, and it's all family. Yeah. Music has been, outside of our families, music has been that vehicle where we've grown up with each other. There's a lot of industry people I know I was having beers with. Now I'm actually, during my early 20s, now I'm working with. Yeah. And And it's really interesting. But yeah, barriers still exist. It's heavy. Sorry.
Yes, and create strong, like those that are still doing it today are the ones that are continuing to break through and create pathways, right? Because if you're doing it 10, 20 years later and still crushing it, and it's just, I guess hip-hop has kind of taught us that I don't give a fuck, I'm still doing it. If I can't do it here, I'm going to create it here and I'm going to do this.
Hell yeah.
So it's given us that fight, to keep going and creating our own pathways.
Yeah, and why should you have to, address someone who's questioning your life choices in that way? Do you know what I mean? Just because you're...
I wrote a song about it, actually.
On your new single? Is it on your new single? Okay. So after the bedroom...
the next morning.
We got that conscious rap.
This is the bed talk, right? Like pillow talk.
Yeah, this is the pillow
This is the pillow talk.
After the bedroom, it's just like, have you heard my new single? That's a really good point that you bring up. That despite there being barriers, and Dobby, like if you've got a story that you want to tell, but just to kind of round off that point, that you make your own way. Like if people don't invite you to the table, you make your own table.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
So that's a really cool point that you bring up about making it a laneway for yourself and
like you guys. Like
That's right.
these two here.
Yeah.
These two here.
These two. Yeah. I think hip hop at its core is really just another state, a way of being and doing and thinking. It is embedded its own epistemology and its own ontology, whereby you can instill and channel an education, you can channel knowledge, because that's what the fifth element of hip-hop is. There's the four elements of hip-hop, and then there's knowledge that binds it all together, because none of those things would matter if you didn't have knowledge, And from a First Nations perspective, I always kind of, in workshops and lectures, I'll always say, the reason that Aboriginal folks and like black fellas use hip-hop and talk about, and use it to like talk about truth telling and change making is because it's the same culture. Like, I don't know if I said this to you, but like we have our own DJing, we have our rappers and our breakdancing, right?
Heck yes, yeah.
Because it's our ceremony, it's our boomerangs, it's our didge, that's our music, and then we've got our body paint, we've got our graffiti and our ochre that we paint ourselves up with, our rappers who are oral storytellers through the ages, and then of course the breakdancing, like the corroboree, like when we kick up Dust to Bayami. So we're talking about culture. But what's happened is it's been poisoned by an industry that is, like you're saying, like so greedy in terms of what type of money and what type of, advantage they can get out of it. And therefore artists feel like they have to cling to that type of content, So now we've got pop hip hop. And if you're not that and you're still doing truth telling like Trey, and change making, then you're not the conversation. So I've like walked through my entire career thus far just accepting that I'm not going to be a Triple J artist, even though I feel like I'm dope because thank you. But it's fine. Like I just like Viv is a very, very big advocate for like, we just go around. We don't go through the channels that people expect us to go through. We find our other ways. We find our tribe. We find our community because those are the people that help us like be who we are as strong artists.
Yeah.
Word.
Bars. You know what? Like I know it's cliche to say, but that's hip hop, bro. That's hip hop, man. Like this, like if you don't go through what is the norms, the usual way of doing things, you go around to spread your message another way because the original way doesn't work anyway. So you find your way to do your things. Like breakdancers would find they'd literally put cardboard boxes on the ground, breakdance on it because that's the only way they can do it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's sticking to the roots of hip hop is like, always having a message and sending it out there to people who need to hear it, even though there's ways that there's people blocking that message. So
this is why backpack rap is amazing. Like the conscious rap, like Guru, Bahamadia. There's all the
tribes.
Souls of
Tribe.
Mischief. Yeah.
Souls of Mischief, yeah.
All the stuff that you would consider backpack rappers or, uni
Talib.
rappers or
The boom
conscious
baps and
rappers.
all that.
Yeah. Just conscious rap was actually what I really gravitated towards too.
Same, yeah, absolutely. Reflection Eternal, Talib Kweli, yeah.
Amazing.
I'm not sure if you guys are,
But
are religious, but would you consider hip hop as a religion? Would you is it something that you could consider as a religion?
I think there's definitely like credence to it. There's definitely credit to it. People live it as a religion.
I think I think some people would agree to that statement for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I personally don't think for myself it's a religion. My mum and dad are gonna hate this because I don't really go to church. Don't really do stuff with Jesus. Pause.
We'll be right back after this message.
So I think but 100%, yeah.
Yeah, I see it more of as a culture, more
Culture
than
for
a culture,
sure.
like a culture for sure.
But that exists. Like there's the Church of Hip Hop, right? Like I'm sure that's a thing. I feel like I've heard that.
I've heard Snoop talk about this. The church.
There's also the gospel
From the
house.
I kind
church
of
to the
feel
palace.
so like when you mentioned like growing up in like near Wollongong and stuff, it feels like the music was there to kind of fill in this gap of this feeling of being displaced. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I don't feel like I fit in here. I'm to this for this group of people, so it's like where do I belong and stuff. And eventually, when more and more people feel like that, this becomes that binding thing of we all kind of gravitate to each other because with enough people, we don't feel displaced anymore. You know what I mean? We become that culture. So
Yeah,
it
that's
becomes
right.
this cool thing of being able to share like wisdom and stuff. And as you guys said, like it gets tainted by, when industry and money kind of come into play.
Yeah.
But there's different kind of levels and subcultures where we still use this, to impart wisdom and stuff and teach.
Yeah.
But I guess like with any culture, there's always that part, you know what I mean, that will kind of taint the rest. But
Yeah,
that's usually the ones that's like the loudest, and that's why you get cops and shit thinking that the whole
right.
group
is like
is
that.
like that.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
Yeah,
So
they get painted with the same brush.
I think that's a fucking shitty barrier that we're kind of facing now, right? As
Right.
like in Sydney, or at least in Australia.
Yes, 100%. And it's hard to often when we do gigs together, a lot of like the comments that we get are like, "Man, I don't like rap music, but I liked that." I'm like, "That,
Yeah.
thank you.
I like you.
Can we fix that first bit?" Like, I'm glad you liked me, but like, but also.
And interestingly, the two topics that you mentioned, with the police and the criminalisation of hip hop, and then, talking about creativity and commerce, they're two of the topics in the panel at 4E.
Yeah.
So you should come down and.
yes.
Oh, we'll be there. We'll be there for
Heck
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to check out the panels and learn a bit. Even as hip hop a part of the culture, you should adopt the phrase that you'll never learn enough. Always be up for learning. Always be up to listening to other people's wisdoms, experiences, because you don't know how one person's story can affect your life. So if you want to find a new way of looking into the culture, or find a new way to look at yourself in a new perspective in your journey, attend the 4E conferences, because you might learn something from there. So.
You might learn
definitely,
something.
bro.
Yeah.
And
if you don't know, now you know.
There's the panels, but there's also roundtables, so everyone gets to have a say and feed into the topics, because yes, we're talking, but it's also about, okay, how do we implement this stuff, if it's policy changing, if it's, that kind of, there's action and activity that happens after the talk.
And not to mention as well, like for artists who are looking to learn more about the industry, like we've got Annabelle Hurd from Aria who's going to be a part of the conference, right? So, being in the roundtables and actually having this one-on-one opportunity to be able to talk to the industry, like as an artist growing up, I would have loved this opportunity. I would have loved this opportunity to be like, who do I talk to get my music played on this radio station? Who do I talk to get this interview, to whatever, like, and it happens here at these conferences.
It's the in-betweens, right? Like, say if you look at this as a whole, you've got this jar, you put like a marble of hip-hop artists, like musicians, artists, like all the creative kind of outlets, but you want to fill in the gap of how do you navigate through this, like whether it's like some political bullshit of who do you speak to get your music out there. When you have an event like this and you're speaking to people that know how to navigate that, it gives you a chance to ask them questions, bro, like one-on-one kind of
100%.
time. That's the value in an event like this.
That's 100%. And just one thing before you wrap up, because I feel like we're about to wrap up. Is that no? Made that up. Lying.
We still got 5 hours to go.
That's really important to harp on about. Is culture, and I've said this before, and it's not my culture is currency. So you're looking at Blacktown and this area, the next precinct to inject money into. Let's be real about the situation. So if you've got these industry people who are coming into this area and you are from this area, they are learning more about you and this area and how they can make money off it rather than you learning from them. It's not rather than, let me just take that back. But there is a mutual exchange that's happening here. So let's not be blindsided by this. It's like, yes, there's a lot of learning. A lot more of that beautiful learning can happen between your peers and artists to artists. But a lot of deeper understanding of how commerce works in this industry is when you have these conversations with industry leaders who are at the top of their game. And I think knowing that culture across the board, whether it's First Nations, and I'm not being disrespectful, we all know First Nations, people of colour are currency at the moment for industry who are trying to make money off. It is, and it's, unfortunately that's the music industry. So they're coming to spaces, they came into Parramatta and then injected a lot of money into that, and that's great, amazing. Now I hear around the way, it's not from industry people that it's too gentrified.
Parramatta.
Yeah. And so younger people, I don't know how true this is, but younger people are moving out of that area because it's too expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, you put money to gentrify that fucking town, and now you're complaining and ditching to go into another space to do the same thing, and the creative cluster then collapses because you're going to... So then you got to have... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like, okay, we can't talk about that. We both wait for institutions. No, anyway.
Why are there more issues?
I think that's an interesting point that you bring up, especially that artists, or like me trying to be an artist when I was younger, trying to be a musical artist, be a singer, I never really tapped into the business side of things and the commerce side of things. And I guess that was a missed opportunity for me when I was younger, because there was so much that I could have learned from people. And I feel like I could have been a lot further in my musical career had I known all of those things.
So, 100%. Totally. Well, I remember talking with Viv the first time that, I learned, like we went to Big Sound. And that was like one of the most eye-opening experiences, because I was like, oh shit, there's like an actual step-by-step guide that I never knew about, like what you can do as an artist to like get to this certain point. I used to just be like, all right, here's my 30-track album on SoundCloud, have a listen, and it'd be like 3 likes. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm an artist. But that's the thing, like it's so invisible and it shouldn't be that way. Like, so thankfully there are more programs, there are more things that are happening, which is awesome, and things like 4E are a big part of that. But now it's about like getting people to know about these places so that they can know the step-by-step guide, because it wasn't like that before when when we were younger.
All right, let's move on to the next segment before we get any more deep. So you're breaking wind? All right.
I'm ready.
So that was the Hungarian.
Because I was smelling something in the air. I was like, I think that's a signal from Garcia to move on to the next segment. Because that was a great conversation, but I reckon like people need to have that more in-depth conversation at 4E.
Totally.
Where we
you want to hear more about it? Come to 4E.
I don't want to give you guys to get you guys to be on like the podcast and revealing all the gems. So let's get them.
We only just scratched the surface in that conversation.
I know. Legit.
So let's move on to Garcia's wild thought of the week.
Cool. It's not going to be. Sorry, this week's one isn't generally like with Wild Thought. I'll tell some like dick jokes or whatever, but this is not the time and place right now. Right? After the discussion.
How many dick jokes can you say until it's like not so wild a thought?
Bro, wait, I'll show you my notes, man. There's a lot right there.
Are they all dick jokes?
That's one dick joke.
Just one big one.
That whole paragraph, that whole essay.
And then in 1945.
But 1945. It's the history. Let's talk about the message.
Now we're going to talk about the history of the dick joke.
50 years of the dick joke.
When this comes out, Raf, it's
coming out on Friday.
Yeah. So like leading up to, I think where majority of the people that listen to us overseas going to be experiencing Thanksgiving, right? Coming up. So hopefully, I know that we don't really need a day throughout the year to be giving thanks, but I figure now would be a good time as well because everyone's going to be celebrating that back, when you're, the time that you're listening to this, you're probably traveling back home and stuff. So I just made a list of things that I'll,
You're thankful for?
Yeah, bro.
Let's
and
be
it's kind of
wholesome.
like a bit of a recap as well.
It's quite wholesome.
First things first, obviously, like family. Like throughout this year, I think just like the little tribulations and stuff, like with my dad having surgery and stuff, like that just really makes you appreciate someone so much more especially when you come through a time where it's realized that you might lose them. You know what I mean? And thankfully I didn't, but and it makes me much more thankful that they're there. You know what I mean? So there's that, there's friends, and also more important, like friends who are family as well. You know what I mean? Because they're the family that you chose, not the family that you're born with. Recently as well, like with Don, like we've been so close for so long that his family is so pretty much like my family as well. We had 2 amazing weddings that we've experienced this year. Yeah. I got to go to Germany, which I never thought I would have because, his brother was getting married. So again, it's like things like this that I'm thankful for that I got to experience. The beauty of art and music, where we can again impart wisdom on each other and stuff, and just it brings flavor to otherwise what would be a dull life, right? You know what I mean? Those are generally the big things that I'm thankful for, but also I don't want to forget the little things, bro. So one of the first little things, the chicken and spaghetti at Burger Point. I'm thankful for that because Jollibee's not in Australia, dude.
Do you know how many times Jollibee's meant to be here in Australia?
It's coming.
Exactly.
Wait, it's coming though, right?
Nah, bro.
They lied to you, bro. It's the industry, man.
Jollibee conspiracy.
They said he was there, and then they're coming out here, bro.
Fuck.
But
I love that.
This
It's
is
been it's over 20 years, and Jollibee's been supposed to be here. Anyway,
so that's the first thing.
let's not get into it. It's a sore spot.
Let's
that
not
one.
talk about
It's a
it.
whole episode.
Let's move that to the side.
That's Burger Point. Again, this is not a sponsored friggin'.
We've dropped so many brand names
guess,
on this episode.
The second thing that I'm thankful for, Ube Liqueur is in town, bro. So
Ube?
yeah, so
Ube
it's a
Liqueur?
drink. Yeah,
Wow.
so it's
If you want
way.
if you want your own Ube liqueur, just go to 7000islands.co/the-cheatcoders, and you will find your
Use our
this
promo
is not a
code.
sponsored message, by the way.
I'm
It's
about
not a
to do
sponsored.
that.
It's not a sponsored message, but use our promo code on
and then you'll get $5
$5
off. $5 off.
That's great. Okay, Uber. Really?
Yeah. It's
Tastes amazing.
Doesn't really. I know you did an episode on this. Anyway, keep going.
So Christmas is coming up. It's one of those drinks you want to share with people and stuff.
Yeah,
Really
definitely.
will.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Really got to try it. Again, this is not a sponsored message.
Not a sponsor, not a sponsored message.
And
I don't
I'm
know
starting
about
to
this
think
now. I'm
it
starting to
is.
think it is.
I mean,
The Cheatcoders is your promo code, $5 off.
$5 off, and you're free shipping as well within Australia. And more recently as well, like after the shitty 3 years that we've had and not being able to travel, through doing Cheatcoders and stuff, like I've gotten to meet. I meet amazing people every day, whether it's in Australia or overseas. And then last year I got to go to Philippines and meet with these people that I met whilst I was in lockdown, like through online and stuff.
Wow,
So
amazing.
again, like being able to travel internationally again.
Yeah.
Which at the moment Cebu Pacific is doing a special,
Pacific.
$179, one way from Sydney. This is not a sponsored message, by the way.
Not a sponsored message.
He says that quite a lot.
I know.
The deal's gonna be ending soon, so you just gotta be quick.
Wait, no. Wait, what is that?
Cebu Pacific's got a flight deal. One way is like $179.
Damn, that's
So
really
from
good.
Sydney to Manila.
Yeah.
One way.
But this is not a sponsored message, by the way.
Just letting you know.
You have no idea how much that's
so
good
cheap.
to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, right?
Honestly,
Viv,
yeah.
did you hear that?
No, look at my eyeballs. I'm like, really? Okay, yeah.
We're going
Great.
check it out.
Yeah, no.
And if
But,
you are that surprised like Diola,
This is
just check it out.
This is the part where your dad's gonna be listening intently, like, what?
I know.
Will they cream the cure?
No, it's
Flights to the Philippines?
What else are you thankful for?
Oh, man. Oh, well, I don't know. The laughs that we've had and stuff. Like, my
Yeah.
stomach's kind of hurting. So that's why I take Nurofen.
I think you're thankful for that.
Yeah, right.
Also, I'm
Fast
thankful
relief for aches and pains.
Are you thankful for how that shirt's fitting on you really well?
Oh, yeah, bro.
If you want to buy some merch and be thankful for a great
Wu-Tang
T-shirt
Clan.
with a good message on the front,
Yeah,
then
man.
go to the Cheatcoders.com. and
Again,
purchase
this is
your
not a
merch.
sponsored message.
Yeah,
We're just
no.
being thankful
Yeah.
for all
And,
these
it,
things.
and then if you're thankful for the podcast, there's also the patreon.com/the Cheatcoders. Please
Check out how
support.
thankful we are on our
yes,
Patreon.
we'll be very thankful.
We'll be very thankful.
Very thankful.
You know what? I like that, man. It's really wholesome. I'm thankful for Janet Jackson.
Oh my God.
So Janet,
Thank you.
thank you.
Anytime, any place.
Actually,
There's a whole generation that is thankful
Thanking
for you
you.
because of
I
their
know.
existence. It's Generation Velvet Rope.
Hey, there's like a discourse in that
Hey, there's-
somewhere. Okay, let's go.
All right. So before we go and wrap the thing up, I got a segment. It's thread talk. So I posted on the thread. So with the thread talk, I always post something on the thread with Filipino puns mixed with like different topics, as you may know from the reels. And we are going to create one right now, and it is the hip hop albums if they were Filipino. So my list, sorry Trey, you're going to be quite lost in this, but you might get the first one. The first one is Reasonable Gout.
Reasonable doubt.
So I call this the Christmas album
Oh my God,
because
for all
like,
the
you know, this
dads
is the
out
only
there.
time where the titos and my dad
My dad.
would be like, this is the time I can get gout and it's a bit reasonable.
it's reasonable.
Do Fijians get gout as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Reasonable
Yeah.
Gout, you know, if you didn't get the joke, that's Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z. And the next one is Il Pangit.
Illmatic.
Ilpangit.
Ilpangit.
But the joke doesn't work
Mo-
because like it doesn't work without the second half, which is Stillmatic, but I'm gonna call it Still Pangit.
Still panging.
Still pangit. You are still
That's
pangit.
terrible.
So instead
Pangit
of
means ugly, by the way, Troy.
instead of and my third one is for all the titas out there, it's chismis or die trying.
You know what chismis is?
It's
gossip.
gossip.
So gossip or die trying.
Or die trying.
That's the #1 album for Titas, man.
Yeah.
Number one album. And instead of Watch the Throne, which is the Jay-Z and Kanye album, my favorite food is a part of this. So it's Watch the Toron.
Watch the Torah.
Keep an eye on it. Just make sure it's still there. You know, while you're praying and stuff, just watch the Toron.
I watch it intently because if I don't watch it, one of my aunties is going to steal the entire box, honestly. She'll just take
The next
all of it.
album, you have to guess this one. It's Ingat.
Take care, Drake.
She got it.
I was like thinking it rhymes, and I was like,
No rhymes in there, just straight translation. And then my last one
let's
is
listen.
instead of Doggy Style, it's very simple.
Aso.
It's only for the good looking. It's Poggy Style.
Poggy style. Hey, I like that.
Poggy style.
Right. I can only think of
Poggy
one, bro. It's
Yeah.
Dr.
came up with
Dre's, like Dr. Dre's The Cornix.
The cornix.
It's always
The
food with me,
Cornix.
bro.
So if you guys have your own pun, if you guys have any puns, let us know and we can put it on the podcast. If there's a hip hop album and turning it into Filipino. I tried to get Stankonia as one,
the Outcast album, and then I was trying to make it into like Coño. So Stan Coño.
Stan Coño.
Because it's legit party.
I'm trying to. Got me thinking now.
Oh yeah. Far out.
It's hard to think of
It's
good
hard
albums.
on the spot.
The album is really hard.
So like still pungent.
Yeah.
Still
I like that you had like a handsome and a pungent and an ugly one. Like,
Yeah. Because it's either your pocket style or ill pangit. And then if you're older, you could be still pangit.
Still pungent. I am still
I
pungent.
know what's still in Tagalog. What is anong still in Tagalog?
I forgot.
It's like you say pungent but in like,
Yeah,
but you
but
have to
in,
put
yeah.
it at the
But in.
end.
Pangit pa rin, but
Pangit pa rin.
that's the worst, man. It's like, how are they? They're still ugly.
No.
Still pungent.
Everyone still mad.
It doesn't even rhyme or anything. It just replace Matic with
man.
pangit.
It's a roast, bro.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank you
Thank
for having
you.
We
us.
had the
Thanks for
laughs,
having us,
we had the
yeah.
deep conversations.
You know, I wore this just for the occasion.
She took a jumper
Right
off,
here.
bro.
Yeah, I saved this. I was sweating in this jacket. I'm like, don't take it off yet. Don't take it off yet. You can get this
That's
on
why.
the Cheatcoders website.
And for
Hey.
50%.
Hey, no discounts, no discount. No discount.
This is not
Full
a
price.
sponsored ad.
Can we just say Dobby's like a true showman? He's committed to the bit, committed to wearing a hoodie. It is like 30 degrees in Sydney. And then he takes it off right at the end for the reveal.
It's
just
the
like,
reveal.
The reveal, man.
Oh,
He
man,
was
I
like,
was sweating.
We didn't even
keep
react because like
sweating.
you had to tell us that you were. I didn't even know
I was
this.
like, wait, we're not
You
done yet.
guys
Look,
were like,
look at my
Look at my shirt.
Hey, if you want a shirt and looking good like Dobby over there,
shirt. Hey.
let's go to
The
cheatcoders.com.
left side. The left side. No, but you're right.
All right, so instead of the cheatcoder stash, we are going to
Puppy
go
style.
into a freestyle because
shit.
we promised a freestyle, and then we're going to get a freestyle.
Okay,
so.
here we go.
I should have
No
wrote
judging,
one.
remember?
Hey, everyone think of your rhymes right now.
Pull up your rhymes.
I
Pull up
don't
your
have
rhymes.
rhymes, bro.
In the time.
I'm worried.
I'm worried too.
Yeah, I should have written one. I'm gonna write a freestyle next time.
Yeah. And can you rap in Tagalog? Can anyone rap in Tagalog?
Nope.
No, okay. Mama kababayan ko.
Oh, that was my first rap song, bro.
Yo, same.
Francis,
Bless.
rest in peace, bro.
All right, I'm just
I can't
typing.
believe you.
I typed in 90s rap beats.
Him and Andrew E. First
Francis,
two.
I don't
Yeah.
even know the guys.
Yeah, I
except
remember
I just
Andrew.
I found out these when I was small, and I was like, Mama kababayan ko,
Yeah.
and wrote it down.
What was Andrew E.'s famous song? I remember that. From,
Kumain of Kanang Pangit. That was like his breakout kind of thing.
yeah.
It's like look for an ugly girl
Sa kulay ko.
because she'll love you. Oh my god.
Messed
Do we want to
up.
get them to plug their socials,
Albums.
and their albums and their singles? And
Yeah, okay, let's plug your music
With
before
this-
it starts
this
going
beautiful
crazy.
music in the
this
background.
This is gonna go. This is gonna be mad chaotic.
okay,
We
all right.
do
Plug
the
your
freestyle.
music, plug
So
where they
let's-
can find you.
Yeah, where can they find you guys?
A single that I've been working on for a long time. It's called. A lot of people call it the bird song when they hear this, and I'm very excited to finally release it. It's called Dipiyuan Patulinya, which in Nyamba language means the bird names himself. So this
Beautiful.
bird was recorded in Brewarrina, northwest New South Wales, like early one morning. It was like 6:30, and I recorded this beautiful bird, and I made music around it, and I've been playing it for years. And every time, like, someone will come up and say, like, what's that bird song? When's it out? And I have had to say, oh, it's not out yet. It's not out yet. Well, it's nearly out. It's finally out. It's happening now. Finally, it's nearly out. Not yet. Soon. In a minute.
We're still in the same boat.
More.
But when it comes out, where
When
can
it
people
comes
find it?
Everywhere. Spotify, music.
Spotify.
Apple,
Why
did you say it like that?
Spotify.
Yeah, it's from
99,
the
40,
UK, bro.
41.
4E.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music.
What's
yeah,
your
and this-
Insta?
Dobby, Instagram.com/DobbyAU.
WAU.
Yeah,
Nice.
so that's mine. But what's about yours, Trey?
Trey?
Harvest Manifest is the track. It's on all media platforms, social media platforms, and it's Trey Thelma. It's Instagram. Album coming out. It's called Music, Mana, and Memory. Lots of music, lots of mana, like from heaven, and energy and memory.
Yeah, I love it. That's amazing. Can't wait. So my album is
Christmas rap album.
Why are you laughing?
We're gonna collab.
Whoa.
Trouble.
I don't have one.
We're gonna make one right now.
My album comes out right now as we're making it.
No. I'm like, no.
Where can people find you though?
Oh, sorry. Just Diola anywhere on Instagram, and that's pretty much all the platform I use, really, to be honest.
And also X. You know the Twitter one?
It's so weird.
You know that one? Yeah.
Twitter.
The horse was pregnant.
But we'll all be at 4E, so they have to come down.
I'll be moderating a panel with some pretty awesome people,
At
including
Showsborough.
Ruby
We'll be
Ibarra, Simone Amelia Jordan,
Yes.
author and
Yes.
journalist. You're all going to be
Dropping
there.
facts.
Yes, and who else? This one, Dobby's going to be there. We are going to be dissecting everything to do with, I guess,
Hip hop and the
Yeah.
world.
Heck yeah.
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 Love it.
Is that someone
So
there?
dope.
And lots of good food. We're going to have a feast after it.
Oh,
Filo food because there's a Filipino, market
Yes.
right after.
Oh, are you, is this the track we're working with?
This is weird.
Oh, here we go.
both like, yum.
Filipino food, that's the Filipino market. I didn't realize that the freestyle started.
Hey.
So I'm gonna pass the mic to my left. Or maybe my right. And we're gonna see what's rapping on the mic. And it's MC Trey. Let's spit it, alright? Hey.
Hey, because we spit it all right, but I hit the mic on my teeth, but that's okay. Because you know we're going to take off like flight, but you can't be 179 because you know it's all right. We're freestyling down here, the Cheatcoders, this is how we do it because you know you better offload, but it's okay. Still we sway to the beat, freestyling off the top because you know it's kind of sweet. Like a churro, but it'd be the trade. This is how we do it because you know we got mad delay. You want to learn how to rap? Come to 4E today. I mean tomorrow, next week. Please don't sleep. 40 wings because you know I don't drink. This is how we do it, but you know I lie because that stinks, but that's okay. This is how we do it. Rock it to the next Diola to the right because she's sick on the decks as we flex the mic because you know it's kind of tight. This is how we do it because the beat is all right.
All right. All right. Yo, I dropped the beat because you want it. I'm going to drop an album and I'm going to call it Il Panget. You're going to love that drop because everybody knows I got the rhymes you want. Yo, Dobby, got a song, make you sing along when I'm rapping with the street coders. We're going to go to the street corners and then start rapping and doing a cypher and get hyper. And then after that, you're going to get my lyrics and then type up. So you can bite my style. I call you sharks. I'll be like, what the fuck? Yeah. What the fuck? I'm gonna fill myself with rage, wear my hat in beige, call myself Christian without the age.
Like Luke Cage.
Like Luke Cage, powerful with the big arms like Don, but he can't really harm. He just looks at you with his sexy body. He'd be like, you want me cause I'm naughty. I'm so naughty, straight from the naughties. Back to Dobby.
Why? No.
Janet Jackson, give me some action.
Or some satisfaction for a fraction of a minute. Because everybody knows when he's in the bed, he's gonna kill it.
A fraction of a minute.
Yeah, fraction of a minute. That's about a couple of seconds. What you reckon?
Fraction of a minute. A fraction. Oh,
But he's gonna kill it.
He's gonna kill it.
Fraction of a minute, like 27 seconds probably.
Well, that fraction is gonna be like action, like a rabbit, and he's gonna go humping constantly.
That was so descriptive.
So descriptive. Back to Dobby. New beat.
Nah, go, Garcia, go.
Go, Garcia, there we go.
don't have nothing there.
Viv can't hear the music, but she's just like hearing us just go back and forth.
Viv, you're
Okay,
next.
Garcia. I reckon you can sing.
No, legit. I can't.
Neither has
I don't have that bone in my body, dude.
Hey.
Yeah, who's this beat?
I don't know. I'm just typing it.
Just like hip hop beat. Spotify.
Diola.
Because
What you
YouTube.
got for
Hip hop
us,
type beat.
Diola? What you got for us, Diola?
Let it go.
No,
Let it go.
Let
I
it
don't
bust.
have anything to say. I grab the microphone and then I rock it this way.
Let's go.
No, it's all right. I don't know.
That's about 2 bars. That's all you get. 2 lines.
So micro of a second.
Micro of a second. For a fraction of a second.
Okay.
It's getting smaller and smaller.
That was 20.
Hey. Millisecond, microsecond.
Yo, he can do his maths.
Check it. Yo, we did a podcast. You're gonna make this last. I'ma rap rhymes just for your ass. When you ask me a question, I'll be like, okay, why don't you listen to the podcast today? Or on Spotify, he likes to say Spotify because I don't know why he would like be an English guy. From
way he
Britain.
Spotify.
From Britain, he written all these words and he's be
he's
spitting. He ain't quitting because he's got some cats that turned into kittens. What you reckon?
With his knitting.
Style switching. Kind of like a little switch.
Fully went British. He went British halfway through.
Style switching.
John Bridge, when he's rapping, he sounds like he's capping because that ain't his accent.
That ain't my accent. My accent is.
How did that happen?
How did it happen
I don't
when
know
I am
why.
rapping? I don't know the action when I satisfaction. What's the fraction? Fraction of a minute. I am English, so I'm here for some biscuit. Or a
That was
cookie.
amazing.
Bars. I got more bars than liquor. You know I'm gonna kill you. I know that I'm gonna bring your house down to every fixture, to the ground, and then turn to ashes and bashes, and then I give you flashes of your life, and then they be like passing by, like airplane flights. Syllable after syllable, killing you with a liquor shoe.
He started going in the Eminem. Lyrical. Subliminal.
Find the bastard.
Mannequin.
Come on, mannequin acting.
Mannequin missed some napkins.
Hey, this is the jam.
Oh, yeah.
All right, last freestyle. Dobby.
All right.
Yes.
Take us home,
Follow
man.
that? What are you talking about?
You start it.
Take us home, man.
No.
Hey, I reminisce about the past because you know it's like a mask kind of fly. This is how we do it because you know it's like a star in the eye, but you know I won't cry. And this is how we do it because you know you live, you die, you rise. But that's okay because you know I found the beat. And there it is, because you know it's kind of complete like the cypher of a circle, like ancestors did, because you know we're on the ground like Dara Gland. Yes, we stand, yes, we score. Because you know we don't stall, and this is how we do it. Because I never fall, always like a phoenix through the ashes. Because you know we gotta make sure it's like molasses. Because you know you gotta make it with the mix. This is how we do it. Because you know we make sure it hits. Hand it over to the next rhyme, and this is how we do it. Because you know it's your time.
It's my time when I'm in my mind, so I'm trying to rap through my eyes, and my mouth is really where it's coming from. I ain't a dumb, I know where it's from. This is my voice, and I make some noise for all of the little girls and boys. Hey, I'm feeling really good and grand while we rapping right here on Dobby Land. That's the country. Now we getting funky. Sometimes I'm spitting so funny like a monkey. Shout out to Black Eyed Peas when we rapping a sweet. Monkey Business was the first CD that I bleed. While I listen in my ears, and then I was like, I gotta make it real clear. And now this year, when I'm feeling no fear, this hip hop, and now it's 50 years. So I bring it to my left, fresh to death. It's Diola when she rapping right to the step. So crazy on the decks, but watch out what she gonna say right next.
Hey, yo, go say it. Go say it. Yeah. Yo, Yo, you can feel the silence and it's violent. She's like a tyrant with a blind bitch. I'm just kidding. I swore in my rhyme. Let's make it rewritten.
Your dad's
Yo, I'm done with this podcast. We're gonna give our socials to everyone. Yo,
That's great.
yo,
so
spit
much
it to the camera. Show them your hammer. Just kidding, man.
You gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for that if I'm gonna show that one.
He's wearing only pants. If you want it off, subscribe to his OnlyFans.
I knew that was coming.
Videos for a fraction of a minute. Fraction of a minute. 27-second OnlyFans videos. That's how you rip it.
Where can I find you, Don?
Onlyfans.com/the Cheatcoders. No, I'm just kidding. dondoingstuff.com. That's my website. At dondoingstuff on all social media platforms. If you want to listen to some of my music, it's Don Valix on Spotify and all music streaming platforms.
Hey, Garcia, where can I find you?
Bro, I'm fucking mind blown right now.
Yeah, man.
That was a freestyle. What the?
Freestyle, bro.
Sorry, Christian Wild Thought on Instagram and www.fractionofaminute.com.
Hey. You can find me rafflores.com, hyperbrand.com, or raf.flores on Instagram. Anything to do with your video needs, info@rafflores.com. And yeah, where can they find the Cheatcoders?
TheCheatcoders.com.
Support us on Patreon, support us on anything on the social networks, and we'll see you next time. You have now listened to another episode of the Cheatcoders. We'll see you at 4E. We'll see you at 4E. Yo, check it. We'll see you at 4E. Or you can see me when I'm 40, acting dorky, when I'm rhyming with my pants, making an advance and taking it off, and then give you a chance to run away with it in an advance. Mannequin. Hannigan. With my friend named Hannigan. With a Flanagan. What's up, man? Again. Cheatcoders!
Thank you so much, man. That was so much fun.